It's a me. I'm not full screen. It's a me, a Woney from Wacka the Woovies. Because I'm Wario. I'm just like Wario. Get it? Get it? It's a thing. It's the Halloween episode of Hack the Movies. The October 2025 wrap up. My mustache is going to be a nightmare. We're all in costume today. First up, we got our boy, Joey C.
Hey, that's Joey Seagal, Joey Fat Seagal, if you will.
He's
2010
Joey
Steven
Seagal.
Coming at you.
I like that you're doing the action move from your chair. That's great.
Because he doesn't stand up, exactly.
And then, of course, we have the literal devil.
Good evening.
Hello, Gil.
Hello. Hell. Oh.
Gil, you're 31 Days of Terror, Month of Terror, right? That was the name of it, right?
Month of Terror.
Yeah, it's really gotten to you. You've become corrupted.
Oh, God.
It will always be Month of Terror for me.
Oh, that's scary.
Okay, and next up, I'm sure she's going to have the most generic costume in the world. Generic white girl, probably a cat, probably a Barbie. I don't know who's big this year. She's probably a Chapel Roan. It's, oh my God, it's the Witch from Weapons. Oh my God.
Oh, that's...
I told you this was going to be my sexiest costume yet.
Oh, that's horrifying.
Spoiler, I yelled at Crystal right before this. Because no matter what she wore, I was going to call her the Witch from Weapons. And then she showed up as the Witch from Weapons.
That's called playing chess. She was 2 steps ahead.
Four-dimensional chess with me.
Oh, that's scary, Crystal.
Thank you. Thank you.
And for the first time, filmed not on a potato, not in a room full of children with the worst internet. Audio's still not great. We have Mike Moorhead here, Mike the Bearded Outlaw.
Yay!
Yay!
I'm not sure who he's the Invisible Man. I'm sure he'll be on screen in a second. I don't see him. Can anyone see Mike here?
No, I can't. I just see a disappointing final run.
Of course, for the audio listeners, Mike the Bearded Outlaw is John Cena, which is appropriate. We're covering a John Cena thing tonight.
Yes.
Yeah. And of course, the link just went out to patrons. I'm sure it did. Hold on. Yes, it just went out to the $10 patrons.
Good job.
If you want to join in costume, although Lucha Steve is usually in a mask, and Renan has been a literal furry, so I don't know why it would be any different. But shit, I gotta clip the last episode where we went through all the furry art. Yeah. 2025. Why is it not
Tony,
going?
focus. What's going on here? I need the furry art. I need a clip.
Are you guys seeing a different slide? Because it's just showing the same slide on my end.
Oh, now I see the page.
Now it's different. Yep. Nope. Yeah. Ugh.
Now it's wrap up.
I told you we were in hell.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna import that slide
The fact
again.
that Tony's here means we're in hell.
Let's import that slide again.
Good job.
Why is it not moving the way it should?
I feel like I'm at like a corporate office job. Like, I swear these slides were in the proper order before this. I'm sorry,
Can you guys hear me? Am I on mute? Hello? Can you guys hear me? We're good? Okay.
Let's
Can you see
back.
me?
Sell me on it.
It was fine. Nothing was wrong with the slideshow before this. There was nothing wrong with the slideshow.
Yeah, when you
literally have, once again, you have one job. You have no other job besides hack the movies.
Yes, and I did this slide, and now it's just
a mustache.
How can we do this without our slides?
We can't. I'm sorry. We can't. Hold on.
Don't make Tony get out his whiteboard.
Oh God, no, please.
Okay, I taped the mustache to my face. Okay.
Sure.
There we go.
There you go.
Everyone, please consider joining up for the Patreon. It's very important, you know, at any moment my channel could be deleted, like the second channel was this month for 2 hours. when it got
I've been
falsely. I had a Joey C happened to me. They thought my channel was spam.
Joey C happened to me.
So make sure to become a patron at any of the tiers. Even if it's a free membership, you get the podcast feed. I want to apologize for the live stream that I hyped up all weekend that died twice due to a glitch on Patreon's end. I'm currently dealing with support to make sure that doesn't happen again, but I'm very annoyed by it, but it won't be a regular thing. I hope. Patreon's new to built-in streaming. Over there, we have a commentary track for Halloween 4 with me and Casey. We have the latest episode of Blade Boys. Find out what the hell is up with this guy's face. And me and Logan from Video Villa reviewed R.L. Stein's Pumpkinhead. Not the good Pumpkinhead, the new R.L. Stein's Pumpkinhead, which was originally going to be on this list. But Crystal made me take it off for something else. So we did it as a Patreon.
Wait, you
bonus.
took off Pumpkinhead?
Yeah.
That is true.
You didn't tell me that.
Can confirm.
I liked that movie. What the fuck?
Crystal, real quick, what did you think of R.L. Stein's Pumpkinhead now that it's not on the list?
Wow, I was so excited to talk about that. Well, that's the only one I was excited to talk about. No, wait, no, I like Shelby Oaks. But like, holy shit.
I
It
thought
was
I told
really
you
good.
I took
No,
it off for the one that you
You
said.
did not tell me that.
October's been busy. October's been pretty busy. Was that before or after my channel was deleted for 2 hours?
That kind of threw the whole thing off, folks.
Yeah. A lot happened this month. I was filling Mike in on a lot of the stuff that happened this month. So sorry about that. So Pumpkinhead was a win in your book, right, Crystal?
Yes. I thought it was awesome.
Okay. And what did I think about it? Well, you're going to have to go to Patreon or become a channel member
Damn
and
it.
find out. Good news, everyone. Lena from the Beautiful Dead podcast decided she doesn't want to do Monster Mania, but she already bought her table. So Monster Mania 65 is back on the menu. Hack the Movies will be there. Everyone, please go to the Beautiful Dead podcast and thank Lena for making this possible. Because me and Tim royally screwed up. We kept forgetting to buy a table.
It feels like a Flight of the Conchords thing. Like the only way you get tables is when someone else is like, I'm above this. I don't want this table.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
It really worked out. She saved my life this weekend. So we, as of right now, unless something else happens, we will be at Monster Mania 65, and I hope to see you all there. Joey C, what's the name of the game?
Well, Tony, the name of the game is Super Chats. If you want me or the crew to whisper sweet nothings to you, send a Super Chat, folks, within reason. Of course, this is the internet. Tony and I have a reputation of getting channels deleted. So
Yeah.
please, for the love of God, send a Super Chat. Support Tony in case the channel gets deleted again. Good God.
Yes, and I know Gil is on this stream right now, and he is probably going to have to do double duty on a lot of these reviews because I think you reviewed most of the things on the list already.
Well, the only ones I'm going to
Nice.
talk about tonight are ones that I already reviewed because those weren't extra work for me.
Good. First up, not the Black Phone 2, just Black Phone 2 from Blumhouse. That's right. He's back. But what's his name again? I was
The
about
Grabber.
The grabber.
I was
Yeah,
literally
okay,
about to
yeah.
call him the Black Phone. I'm like, that is not his name.
No.
The Grabber is back. Now, you might remember the Black Phone, #1, and you might be saying, isn't he dead? How is
Just a
he
word.
back?
He
Huh?
should have been dead.
Just
He
a
should have
word.
stayed dead.
That's what happens when they don't plan a sequel.
Well,
Mm.
we skip ahead a few years. The brother and sister are older now. He's getting kind of mocked for killing a serial killer, although that's a weird thing to bully someone over. And then they get a call from their ghost mom, played by Anna Lore, who was recently in Final Destination Bloodlines. We talked about her, Crystal. And she's like, I'm your ghost mom from the past. Hi. And then they get messages from dead kids. And they decide they have to go to a camp that her mom went to.
Christian camp.
Christian
It
camp.
is very religious camp.
Yeah, a Christian camp that her mom attended years ago. And while there, they get stalked by the ghost of the Grabber. Now, remember, there was a supernatural element in a black phone. The dead kids were able to communicate with him through the black phone, and the sister was able to get visions of like dead people and have like psychic stuff, which is done in that cool VHS camcorder sort of style, or old film camera style. So yeah, he is haunting them. He's basically Freddy Krueger now, going into their dreams and trying to kill them, and he's all horribly scarred, and he wants revenge because they made him kill his brother, who was the only one he loves. And it's like, well, you killed a bunch of kids, but
there was no indication in the first movie he really cared about that at all. He seemed totally fine putting an axe in the back of his head.
Yeah.
Hey, what?
You might have loved your brother, but you loved killing a lot more. It was an unexpected twist. For me, I actually enjoyed this, and I know it's getting compared a lot, and judging by Crystal's face, although I don't know if that's just the makeup or not, some people are either for or against this, but this is basically a Nightmare on Elm Street replacement, since we're probably not getting another Nightmare on Elm Street anytime soon. And for me, I'm okay with it, although I did have a few issues. Joey Segal, what did you think of Black Phone 2?
Well, of course, lots of callbacks to The Shining and Nightmare with like Gwen's pajamas, because I think those are the same pajamas that Nancy wears. You know, I love the fact that the movie didn't outright give an answer to the afterlife, like, or heaven or hell. It kind of left it up to the character experiencing it. Other than that, I don't know. I didn't really like it, to be honest with you. It's too confusing. I don't remember much of the first movie anyhow. It's been years since I've seen it. But I was just confused.
Joey, he can skate in this one.
I know. And he wore different masks too. It's very cool.
And they make sure to mention, you know, he was a great skater. By the way.
It's not weird when it happens later. Okay. Well, Joey, it seems like you're on the fence. Surely Gil loved this, right?
Naturally.
I did like it, actually. Yeah. I think it had some pretty big issues, but I feel like it all comes down to how invested you get in Finney and Gwen, because especially for the first hour, she's having these nightmares, but there's no reason for us to care. It's just, there are 3 dead kids. Okay, why do I care about these kids? They're already dead. There's no indication that her life is threatened. We don't find that out until the second half of the movie. So it's kind of like, we're just getting clues about a murder mystery we're not invested in. And to the extent we are invested, what's the mystery? Who killed these kids? Well, the movie's called Black Phone 2, so I bet it's the grabber. Okay, well, where are the kids' bodies located? Under the ice, because in all the dreams, they're under the ice.
Yeah.
So there is no mystery. The only thing that kept me engaged was actually the more grounded stuff. Just watching Finney and Gwen, I thought the actor and actress did a good job dealing with the trauma of what happened. But I feel like as you get into the second half, the drama kind of turns into melodrama, where a lot of it gets resolved by speeches from characters who kind of just stroll in. You look like an angry kid. I've seen that look before. Here's how to resolve your situation. But I didn't hate it because I did get invested. And I thought in the second half, when it turned into Nightmare on Elm Street, I at least thought visually it was really interesting. And it did some things differently from Nightmare on Elm Street, where other characters outside the dream can interact with him, and where his mask essentially becomes his new face. You rip it off and it rips his flesh off. So on that level alone, I enjoyed it. Pretty mixed, but I didn't hate it as much as other people.
Crystal, just get it out. What did you think of this?
I hated it. I mean, I was also learned not to go to a movie theater on a Friday night.
Okay, why'd you make
especially
that?
towards Halloween horror movie, because it was nothing but kids that snuck into it and kept screaming 6767 over and over.
Oh yeah,
cool.
67, 67.
I don't.
I'm hipping with it, Crystal.
I'm counting your sins tonight, Tony. That's number 2.
But besides that, I didn't know anything about it. I was confused. I was like, what's it going to be? Because, you know, he's dead. He's completely dead.
Did you say he's gay? I don't know what he's gay.
Gone or dead. He might be too. To be honest, he actually might be. But it seemed so forced. It just seemed very out there. It seemed like, hey, how can we bring him back? The only way to bring him back is through his spirit. Like it just felt like they were making the script up as they went along. And they're like, wait, we ran out of ideas. Let's do Dream Warriors from freaking Nightmare on Elm Street. Like straight up. Because all of a sudden the girl becomes powerful and she's like, I can do anything I want in my dreams. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
You got a point. It's funny that like the good innocent ghosts can barely communicate. They have to send cryptic messages. They have to speak through a specific telephone to someone who is like force sensitive or has the shining. I don't know. Meanwhile, the grabber is like an asshole. He's like, I could just throw people around and cut them up and bench
the fucking rules changed multiple times during this movie. It wasn't consistent unless he was getting stronger because of the fear.
Well,
but the thing is,
on second viewing, I think the closer they get to the bodies, the more power he has there. So once they're on the ice, that's where the kids are actually buried.
They said he gets his power from fear. But the thing is, it's less fear. Like the girl he's trying to control has less fear the closer she gets to him.
So okay, I might have just misinterpreted it, but the way I saw it was that it was the fear of the dead kids, like he's torturing them or something. At one point, you see him like cut the one kid's head like in half.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? I'm not going to argue it's consistent. It's definitely not.
Yeah, but that was all through the flashbacks. And my thing is, okay, these kids know these people are coming to help them. So wouldn't they be less like scared as it happens? It just doesn't to me. Yeah, the rules just constantly change. He goes from just being able to control the girl to all this other stuff, and then he brings her to see how her mom died.
The retcon with the mom.
They literally were making up this script as a ghost is what it feels like. They're like, oh wait, we hit a dead point. Oh wait, what can we do? Oh wait, we can show the little girl how her mom. Like the thing is, he was like nice to her door. Like it just.
Yeah, it was implied that she went crazy from the visions and just killed herself because she didn't.
More than implied. That's what they said happened.
Yeah.
That's what they said happened. Yeah.
But now she's stunning and brave and a girl boss, so we can't have that. Clearly, it was the guy who did it.
And she was hurt, and she was so forced of trying to be like this spunky, cursing, whatever. And I was like, all right, girl, like this is.
Yeah,
it way
kid actors when they become teenage actors, it's like a rough period. And the acting for like all the teens in this was kind of weak for me,
especially when they were using the 80s words, and it would be so many in a row. Like that's rad, mint, and I'm like, it just doesn't. It sounds so awkward.
So bad.
Now imagine
something else that was like modern though, and I was like that.
Well, sometimes
6'7".
Yeah, they were like,
did that make it into the movie?
No, that was weird when they had the grabber and they went 6'7", motherfucker.
How many people did you kill? I don't know, 6 or 7.
So Crystal hated it. Mike, did you see this?
I didn't see it. We just watched the first one this week.
Oh,
and after it was over, the girlfriend was like, no, fuck this. We're not going to see the second one. This sucks.
Okay, good. I felt bad that we just spoiled a lot of it. So
no.
The mom didn't kill herself. She calls from heaven at the end. That felt a little bit like the live action Casper, where the mom comes back at the end.
Exactly.
Where you were talking about how like, why is the bad guy so powerful? He can like stroll out of hell. Her mom makes one call from heaven, and she's like, I don't have much time. And I'm like, why not? Why in heaven are there guards who are like, wrap it up, lady? You got 2 minutes.
Here's another thing. The digital backgrounds, they look so bad. Every time they cut to this mountain, the scenic background, it's just so obviously blue screened and green screened. And I'm like, why did they set it here? Why did they like it just looks so bad? Even that whole ending where they're fighting, I'm like, this is the most blue screen thing in the world. And it made me appreciate the first movie more, where it was just on a set in like a tiny basement. They went a little too big at the end for me. And again, I just never felt like the characters were actually there in the snow whenever it was an exterior shot. It was pretty fake looking.
And the fact that the telephone, like right there in the middle, like how it's just so forced.
Yeah.
Like that. You're like, why would that be there?
Because
like,
the
why would it just
ghost
randomly be there?
The ghosts can only communicate through cell phones. Now, look, when they get to the 90s, I'm sure they're going to have a Palm Pilot that the ghosts can talk through.
Yep.
But right now, just pay phones. It's the only thing they have, Crystal.
But
Why is it always broken phones? That's a good question. Why can't they just use real phones? Does anyone
the phone bit comes back?
No one else can hear the phones, right? It's just
they're not supposed to. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it's supposed to be just the boy, because even the girl didn't hear it at first.
Yeah, I do think the grabber in the first one mentions that he might have heard it a couple times.
They said the kid tells Finney the grabber hears it too. Yeah, but he basically ignores it.
Yeah. He's probably answered it a million times, just couldn't hear any of the dead kids. So it's like, whatever, I got a broken phone. Who cares?
Let me just leave this here.
So I think the Black Phone 2 was okay. I thought it was solid. Again, the digital backgrounds took me out of it. And you're right, the inconsistent ghost rules were a little confusing.
Now, do we think we're going to have a third one, though? I have to interrupt. Do we think we're going to have a third? Because it kind of ended with the Jason underneath the freaking lake there.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, this did really well, right?
Unfortunately.
Well, I remember the director or whatnot said he would only do the sequel if he figured out a great way to bring it back. And this was his idea.
He went along writing the script.
It was the short film author, Stephen King's son, who actually came and pitched the idea to him.
Yeah.
He wanted to do the sequel.
Yeah. He's like, because I can make more money that way. Let me figure out how to bring him back. My dad accidentally killed Pennywise, so now they have to do prequels for that.
But no, they really pushed it at Universal at Halloween Horror Nights.
Well, I think that
they pushed the fuck out of it.
The first one was pushed pretty hard at the previous Horror Nights. So, I mean, look, again, we're not going to get another Freddy Krueger for a while. So
let's just rip it off.
Yeah, basically. But that
do it better than most of the Nightmare movies.
Yeah, it's better than some of them.
Wow. Better than 4. I used to respect you, Gil.
It's better than 4.
When was that?
Yeah, you're right. Respected you more than Tony.
Wow.
Okay. Next up. Yeah, Joey.
What are you looking at me for?
Monster, the Ed Gein story. By whatever his name is. Who's the guy who produces all these? Ryan something?
Ryan Murphy.
Ryan Murphy, another one of his true crime stuff. This time it's about Ed Gein, who, guys, I don't know if you know this. Ed Gein was a real creep. An example of some creepy stuff he did. This guy liked to wear women's I'm sorry.
Oh! Wow!
I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
I accidentally got
one manly looking man.
Yeah, sorry, this is what I meant. He liked to wear women's clothes and be real creepy.
Wait, is that an actual image from them?
This?
That's an actual image?
Yeah, the actual promotional image. He wears that in the show. Yep. Based off the real life killer Ed Gein, it tells the story of his overbearing mother, who told him that women are awful and pretty much messed him up. But she had some help from a girl he liked who really got him into like dead bodies and stories of Nazis who would do horrible things to dead bodies. So I will say it is nice that the show is blaming women for everything Ed Gein did. I didn't expect that. We see the story of Ed Gein, how he ended up killing his brother, which led him down this path. He ends up digging up his mother. Well, he tries to dig up his mother, but he fails. So he starts digging up other corpses that remind him of his mother, and he kills a few people along the way. Then this is actually an interesting thing the show did. So it shows how like the Nazi comics he was reading, describing all the skinnings and stuff, influenced him. We then see how Ed Gein influenced Hollywood, and we get a bunch of episodes with Alfred Hitchcock making Psycho and talking about how it links back to Ed Gein. Eventually, we get to see it from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre standpoint. And yeah, I really don't like this show.
No,
not fully. There are things I like the idea of a horrible act influencing someone else and how that keeps influencing people for decades and decades and decades. Honestly, the only thing I really liked was the Psycho, like how his story affected Psycho and whatnot. The problem with this is, and the problem I have with a lot of true crime stuff, which is why I rolled my eyes when Joey C suggested this, but I was nice.
What the fuck, Joey saying?
They're mostly padded out with bullshit. I remember I tried to watch that other show he did. The one about
there's two of them.
Well, yeah, but then he's produced a lot of shows. Remember he did American Crime Story, where they tried to make it look like O.J. Simpson was a murderer, which we obviously know he wasn't. So I went into this in a bad mood. And the problem I have with all these is I know it's bullshit. So then I end up just looking up the real story or watching a documentary because I just want to know what really happened.
Yeah.
And this show takes a lot of I think kind of offensive liberties because it's like a girl went missing, a babysitter went missing, a bunch of hunters went missing. No one knows what happened to them, but Ed Gein was alive around that time. And this show's like, yep.
The girl was so far away.
I know.
There was maybe you can question Ed Gein on the hunters, maybe, but the girl was significantly far away. And Ed Gein only killed 2 people, FYI. He only killed confirmed. 2 people. And
I will say the brother one, that was probably him when you look at
it. So that also was never proven.
Yeah.
It wasn't proven, but
they did mention that he had some unusual markings and he was kind of dead before the fire. So that one's a maybe. We're going to put a maybe in that one, but he only killed 2 people. I don't like this show says that he had a relationship with the one that he killed and they were sleeping together when he himself said he was a virgin. I mean, keep in mind, he's a murderer. He probably lied, but I'm just like,
he admitted it.
Offensive. I'm like, I don't think that's respect. I don't think that's nice to the victim's family and shit, saying that she slept with the guy who killed him. But yeah, sorry, I'm talking too much. Joey, the person responsible for making us all watch this, how did you feel about this?
No, I just thought it was, it's getting a lot of press. Maybe we could discuss it in a thoughtful manner. And we watched some wonderful scenes, such as Ed Gein doing things on his kitchen table that had no reason being that
with the corpse, which he said he didn't do because they smell too bad.
That is yes. That
they're
is
like,
true.
Did you do that? He's like, oh no, I'm not a weirdo.
I will say though, the funnest part of watching this was looking up what actually happened on my phone. So I'm getting a live history lesson,
dude,
because everything on screen was bullshit.
Dude, true crime stuff and war movies, if their movie is based on something, for whatever reason, those 2 specific things, I'm fine with other movies based off a real story. I know they're exaggerating, but true crime and war stories, I'm like, I have to know what really happened because I know I'm being lied to right now. I need to know the actual details and I cannot get into them.
Well, I think there's a lot of mythos that surrounds Ed Gein, so they obviously played that up. And I thought this was really good until I found out that Peacock did one on John Wayne Gacy a week later. And I was like, oh, fuck, now I got to watch that one. That one was way better. We should have covered that one.
Really? I didn't even know that.
Oh, Devil in Disguise. It's way better.
This is the more...
That I would love to read. I love him.
I will say
I love him, but I love the story.
I liked what's this face playing Alfred Hitchcock. I gotta watch a whole movie of just an Alfred Hitchcock movie. Whenever it cut back to Ed Gein, I was like, oh, this fucking guy again.
And the voice. Oh my god, the voice, dude.
Hey, mother.
That sounds just like it.
Gil, I know you didn't watch it. But he talks like this.
You're not convincing me.
He talks like this the whole time. That's just how
it that is so accurate. You know what's so fucked up about that though is Ed Gein is buried 3 plots away from some of the people he dug up in real life.
Well, it was a small town.
That is fucked. Dude.
I think his tombstone's gone because they used to vandalize it all the time. They ended up just
I have so much to say about this.
Yeah. Okay, and look, I know Ed Gein was into the Nazi stories of Ilsa Koch, I think her name was, who was accused of.
Yeah, but he wasn't the way they made it seem.
Well, it's so he's constantly fantasizing about what the comics said she did, not so much what she did in real life. And I'm like, okay, whatever. That's just his vision of it. But then it keeps going way too into her story. I'm like, I didn't expect so much World War II Nazi stuff in this. I get its reasoning, but we didn't need so many things dedicated to her. And now in the later episodes, she has her own subplot. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about this at all. And then they're talking to each other on a ham radio. And I'm like, that could not have happened.
Yeah, no,
you're asking me to believe a lot of bullshit right now.
I will say this is the most interested I've been in the show this entire conversation is this part.
Seriously.
Gil, of all the people, Nazis, what got you into this?
It just sounds weird. I don't know.
Gil, you did watch it, right?
No, I didn't watch it.
Okay, great.
I wouldn't waste my time on this.
I did so Ilse Koch, obviously she was a Nazi and did horrible things, but a lot of like they did find like bodies in jars and stuff, but for whatever reason they like pinned it all on her, or at least in the public conscious. But when they did like trials and stuff, there wasn't enough evidence to back it up. So she mentioned, she's just like, he's just like, I'm a big fan of your work. She's like, I didn't do a lot of what you're reading about. She's like, yeah, I did kill a lot of Jews, but I mean, I'm a Nazi, obviously, but I didn't make belt out of nipples. So this good about Red Gein's like, oh, I actually did that because I read the story. So it's crazy seeing like two psychopaths talk to each other. I think I would like this if it was completely fictional and was just
if
inspired.
They said it, yeah. So if they said, because it says story of Ed Gein, like this is supposed to be the story of him, and it wasn't. I am a white middle-aged woman who likes serial killers and cult films. Okay, or like cult films,
Wait,
but cult stories.
You're younger than me. You're not allowed to call yourself middle-aged yet. Fuck
No,
you.
you're just old, Tony. You're just
talking
old.
About? 6'7".
But I love listening about Ed Gein. I think he's one of a extremely fascinating of serial killers, even though he only killed 2. That's actually what got me very interested in my favorite podcast, Time Suck. He really goes into every single detail of this. It's really, really interesting, his story, but this just sexualizes him, and that's what this guy does all the time with all 3 of his latest monster things, where they just sexualize him. Again, look at his photo. Like, 1, there's nothing sexy about him. 2, his eye is not disformed. And also, you can hear interviews with him. He doesn't sound like that. He also wasn't that special. He wasn't that. They all said in the story, like, you can hear the way he talks. No, he didn't talk like that. So, and I'm talking like I know him personally.
Yeah, it's like my good friend Eddie Gein.
Yeah, so Eddie over here, Eddie didn't do that. Okay, Eddie, he was simple, but he wasn't that simple minded. He never had a relationship with that girl that he was supposed to be proposed to. So they like knew each other, but he never proposed. He definitely never had sex. He straight up admitted everything. He straight up admitted every single thing, and he said he was a virgin. He said his mother like literally scared the shit out of him with just God and all that religion. So he never even tried it. The sexualization of this was insane.
The weird thing about that girl is like, yeah, it kind of sucked for her in real life. I guess she was his friend, and
I mean, it's a small town, so I think like when you say friend, it's like you don't have a choice.
But now it's like, wow, that girl had to like live forever with her association to Ed Gein, and now a show comes out years later. It's like, and by the way, her mom hated her, and I'm like, where's the evidence of any of that? Like, again, you're being really mean to real life people.
Wait,
I'm sorry,
he was a virgin, right?
Yeah, he was a virgin
the entire time.
What?
Huh?
Isn't everybody? What?
Well,
yes,
yeah, only
Joey.
if you're married,
yes.
Joey. That's the only way you stop being one. So
yeah, he never got married.
No, that's good. Okay, I just had to make sure.
But even with the Alfred Hitchcock stuff as well, like you have that whole first time you're meeting him, and he's talking to the writer Robert Bloch about Psycho. He straight up said, the author straight up admitted in real life that he didn't know anything about Ed Gein. He just took it as inspiration. As Texas Chainsaw, they all took it as inspiration, but they knew nothing of him. But then you have scenes of Alfred Hitchcock fucking trying to go into it.
Recreating Ed Gein's home. I'm like, that didn't fucking happen. Which, by the way, me and Crystal reviewed Psycho. Check it out. Mike, we've been talking a lot. Did you watch any of this yet?
Yes, I did.
Oh, sorry. We didn't get to you. Crystal had a lot to say. What did you think about this? Are you the only fan of this?
No, I like parts of it, but
I liked it.
I don't know, for the most part. I don't know. Yeah, it's like I don't know.
Joey just likes the series because the first season, Jeffrey Dahmer kind of looked like him.
All right, come on.
That handsome actor who was in the latest Tron movie looked kind of like Joey C. All right.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like with this one, like Charlie Hunnam looks absolutely nothing like what Ed Gein looked like.
He looks like John Cena.
Look. It worked a little bit. I don't know if you know this, but Kane Hodder did an Ed Gein movie.
I do know.
I've seen that. I've literally seen that movie.
And talking about looking nothing like Ed Gein. Let me see if I can pull that up here.
Ed Gein is this little like guy, and then you got this dude's like kind of like shredded. I'm like, no wonder you got like people feeling bad for him.
Well,
like,
it's Charlie Hunnam. You got to take a shirt off at least once. Come on.
Yeah, that's you don't pass a guy that looks like that guy like Charlie Hunnam as a fucking Ed Gein.
There you go. There's Kane Hodder as Ed. There's Jason Voorhees as Ed Gein. I tried watching other Ed Gein shit, but again, it's one of those just like they want all of these want him to be more interesting than he was. It's like, yeah, but he was just kind of taking bodies and making weird stuff. That in itself is interesting, but then they always have to play up the murder part of it. And it's like, oh, you didn't really do a lot of that, so you have to lean in the other way. But I guess making a lampshade isn't good entertainment, even if it is out of human skin. I don't know. But yeah, I don't care for these kind of shows. I wish they just did a movie about the making of Psycho. I would 100%.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. The Dahmer season was the best one.
It was decent.
Well,
it was better than these.
They announced Lizzie Borden's going to be the next one. I probably won't watch that one.
You know what really pissed me off about that O.J. Simpson show was the commercials. Because the first one was his lawyer talking to his kids. And it's like, yeah, I know. One of them's Kim Kardashian. And then there was another trailer where O.J. Simpson's like, I'm going to shoot myself. And his lawyer's like, don't shoot yourself in little Kimmy's room. And I'm like, why is every advertisement want to remind me about Kim Kardashian? Like, she was like 6 when the trial happened. I don't care.
That's so goofy.
So yeah, I don't like any of this stuff. I like some Reimer. I looked at a bunch. I mean, he's produced so many things, and inevitably you're gonna like one or two of the things. I'm gonna finish it. I'm like, I'm on episode 7. I'm halfway through episode 7. I didn't get all of it done in time, but now I'm invested. I want to see how they wrap it up.
Oh, it's wild.
Don't they wrap it up? So I didn't see the ending. Didn't they wrap it up with trying to figure out using him to find out who
Ted Bundy? I saw something about Ted Bundy.
Something like that, right?
Yeah, which is also made up, of course.
Massively made up.
I mean,
but you're gonna see a lot of other serial killers in the last episode, so just be prepared.
That's the other. Again, that's a funny thing where it's like, wow, this thing I did influenced a lot of people in ways I didn't expect. Which is funny in the Alfred Hitchcock thing where he makes Psycho and he accidentally creates the sex horror genre and he's disgusted by it. And he's like, well, I got to take some accountability for this. I kind of did it. But yeah, this was a miss for me. And Joey, you should apologize to all of us.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I'd flex for you if I could, but my gut's in the way. Can't really get there, you know.
Next up, let's lighten up the mood.
Yeah.
Peacemaker. Enough, guys. Enough about these Nazis. Let's talk about Peacemaker season 2. All right. Peacemaker is back, baby. And the one big question was, how are they going to tie this into the new universe? Because clearly the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker season 1 were in the Snyderverse. But then we saw characters from this appear in Creature Commandos and the new Superman. So we cut ahead a few years later. Peacemaker is trying to sign up for the Justice Gang. That's right. The Justice Gang, not the Justice League. So I knew they were going to do multiverse stuff. And when we did the Superman review, I'm like, clearly he's going to leave the Snyderverse and go to a new universe. Nope. The recap just reshot the end of the series, and we all now have to pretend that this was always in the new universe. I'm like, that's kind of hard to pretend. There were characters in Peacemaker's first movie that were from the first Suicide Squad and other things. So I thought that was weird how they decided to do that. Did anyone else like that kind of explanation?
I was fine with it.
I liked it actually. Yeah. I felt, we don't need to do the multiverse thing. Like, let's all be adults here and just say, look, it's a new continuity.
They're doing the multiverse thing. They had an out. They had a perfect.
Yeah, but do you want to have a story that deals with the DCU and like brings that back into it? Instead, we get this more personal multiverse story that has nothing to do with a bunch of cameos.
Nah. I guess so. I just thought it was bizarre.
But I guess I'm seeing the theme though between this and the Ed Gein thing. You don't like this inconsistency. Like if it's based on reality, it's gotta stick to the facts.
And by the way, I'm someone who didn't even really like most of the Snyderverse. Actually, the Snyder stuff was really bad. Most of it I liked when Zack Snyder wasn't involved. But I just thought they were gonna have a clever way to introduce him into the new universe, and then they just didn't do it.
Well, I thought retconning it through a previously on, I thought was a pretty clever and funny way to do it, because they even swap out jokes. Like he made some joke about, I forget who,
Aquaman with a fish.
Aquaman, and they replaced it with Green Lantern.
Yeah. Peacemaker's sad. He didn't get in the Justice Gang. He had a moment with Harcourt, but it didn't last. So then he goes into his multi-pocket dimensional room, which actually in the first season, I was like, how do these fuckers get this thing? Where did this come from? This season explains that they stole it from a spaceman. And he Eagly finds a door like his, and he goes in, and it's an alternate universe where his dad is alive and
just
nice.
So funny.
And his brother is alive. And also he's there and he accidentally kills himself. But he walks around the universe as that version of Peacemaker and everyone loves him. He is a hero. He is super happy. Meanwhile, back home, Rick Flag Sr. is a little upset about him killing Rick Flag Jr. And he has it out for him. He wants to murder Peacemaker, but also because of the events of Superman, Lex Luthor opening the dimensional rift, they don't want anyone else opening up dimensions. They don't want to cause the planet to like split open again. So he has like a legit reason to stalk Peacemaker, but the real reason is just revenge. So of course his friends all go into the dimensional rift and they try to find him and they convince him to come back. Meanwhile, there's an Elmer Fudd plot line. With this guy hunting Eagly. Eagly has his own subplot, which is ridiculous. He is the Master Eagle. And also Judah Master's back. And the big twist is that it was a Nazi universe the whole time. But you can't blame Peacemaker for not knowing. Look how small that flag is. There were no other clues that it was a Nazi universe. That was actually good. She's like, you didn't notice the Hitler mural? He's like, oh, how did I miss that? We get a cameo from Lex Luthor, and it ties into stuff that'll probably happen in the next season or future episodes. Joey C, how did you feel about Peacemaker season 2?
Well, I only watched a few episodes so far, but I will say,
it's the Nazi universe. My bad.
That's all right. That's all right. I'm glad they recapped season 1 because that was like a lifetime ago. I covered it on a site that shall not be named. I don't want them to send me a letter again. It's good to see John Cena's cheeks in the first episode. Also, side note, for those of you that don't know, I'm really into Finnish rock bands like him. And we got a Hanoi Rocks shout out in this season, which I think they also did in season 1, which is fucking awesome. And if you don't know, that band is the one who Motley Crue's Vince Neil famously killed in a car accident.
Oh,
Rest
shit.
in peace to Razzle. So season 2 so far has all the magic of season 1. And
you're like, oh, by the way, this band killed a bunch of people.
Motley Crue. Yeah, Vince Neil fucking killed Razzle in 82 or 83.
And I like the tone of voice. It's like, fun fact, by the way.
Fun fact. Rest in peace to Razzle. Razzle, Hanoi Rocks, fucking rocks, if you will. I'm actually really excited to finish this. I am actually happy. You can imagine I wasn't too happy watching Ed Gein because there's some questionable stuff on kitchen tables and stuff. Yeah. But this one, you just can't wipe the smile off my face, man. Good Lord.
Gil, how did you feel about Peacemaker season 2?
I feel bad saying this after everything you just said, Joey, but I feel like the ending of this season was pretty atrocious.
Oh, no.
But you know what? The final episode is almost more of an epilogue. So I did feel like I got a complete story. And up until the final episode, I thought it was a pretty great season.
Oh.
Because to me, James Gunn, his humor is hit or miss. And usually he throws so much humor at it that enough hits for me. But I feel like season 2 leaned more into the drama side of it. And we saw stuff from John Cena that I didn't know he was capable of. And it was really impressive. And so for me, season 2 was better for that reason, because it was a little bit less of the humor and more of the dramatic side. I thought the pacing got a little weird midway through the season, where there were 2 or 3 much shorter episodes, like 20 minutes long. And it felt to me like you could have stuck 2 or 3 of them together. It just felt like we need to have an 8-episode season. So let's stretch it out a little bit. I thought it was great overall, other than the finale, which I would just describe as super self-indulgent. 4 music video montages, essentially. Yeah. You get some of the weird, like, let's try and tie this into the broader universe setup stuff that doesn't feel totally earned. Overall, though, 1 bad episode, 7 good ones.
Yeah. I will say that last episode, it felt like the first episode of the next season just tagged on to the end. I'm like, wait, now I want to keep watching, but like I felt like we were wrapping up and then you prolonged it. Crystal, I'm assuming you didn't watch this because you still haven't seen Superman.
You haven't seen Superman?
No, I haven't yet. I've been watching all this other shit that he's making me watch.
You're allowed to take time and watch Superman if you want.
I literally don't have enough time to watch the stuff I have to watch for this.
So you don't have to do every month, Crystal. It's fine. You can.
I have to stay relevant somehow because I can't be in like other reviews because I'm not there.
Crystal, this is 2 out of 3 episodes in a row. You were in Toxic Avenger and you're in Monday's episode. You're allowed to take.
But then what happens in December and January and February?
And you're about to have a huge debut on One Take.
Oh, yeah. This is my outfit, FYI.
I figured. Which is good because actually it's a nice full circle because the first movie I covered this month, Weapons.
Yes.
What? It's like we planned this.
Yeah,
that's kind of cute.
Totally.
Nice.
Also, I had to talk to my good friend Michael Levy and be like, "Why did you take down Gil's Screamboat episode?"
Yeah, I was gonna say it's actually quite the stain on it because I was always in my life going to be able to look back and say I reviewed 31 movies in October. I guess outside U.S. and Canada, that's still true. Within North America, that one episode is unavailable.
I just re-edit and re-upload it.
Well, the thing is, it was not a content ID thing. It was the company manually went in and was like, "You better take that down."
No shit.
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. They didn't say that. It was just a manual claim.
But you can re-edit it probably and get away with it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, never mind. Never mind.
Let me know what Michael says. Get back to me.
When you sent me the thing, that wasn't his company, so I'm sure it's like a distributor thing. Anyway, Mike, as the biggest John Cena fan here, how did you feel about Peacemaker season 2?
I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. Obviously, Gil said it wasn't as funny as the first season, but
really, I guess I just forget a lot of the first season. I was laughing like hard at a lot of this.
Yeah, but yeah, I think Cena may have proven that he might be the best wrestler turned actor now. I thought it was Batista for a while.
We've
absolutely.
known that. Yeah, we've known that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I didn't put Smashing Machine on the list. I want to say I'll do it for the year-end wrap-up, but then I didn't do that for Iron Claw, and I still haven't watched that, so I might forget.
Iron Claw's good.
Just do a what is the best wrestler movie? You know, one of those episodes.
Oh, we did Suburban Commando in August. What are you talking about?
Oh, okay.
We nailed it. Yeah. Did you like the whole season? Did the last episode let you down like it did?
No, not really. Because I think I went in knowing already a lot of people were disappointed by it because I didn't watch it when it premiered.
I will say the Nazi stuff was spoiled for me, like on Twitter. Like
everyone figured it out.
Everyone guessed it ahead of time, but then like Twitter just spoiled it, and then I was binging all of these, and I'm like, oh, that got spoiled for me. That got spoiled for me, but I still enjoyed it anyway. Yeah. It's like if someone were to spoil Scream 7 for me, I usually guess the killer in the first act anyway, so I'll still enjoy it.
Tony was talking me off the ledge. Like, yeah, you know, you actually made me feel better because someone spoiled Scream 7 for me. And Tony's like, Gil, I usually guess who the killer is anyway, and I still enjoy the movie. And I'm like, I actually feel better now. And now you can see the scale of problems in my life. Like, I need to be talked off the ledge because a movie it comes out in 5 months. I was like, I might know the ending of it.
Also, it's not like Scream. We talked about in Scream 3. The thing got leaked and they changed the ending and did reshoots and stuff. They probably shot multiple things for this. But anyway, I will say the best thing about this was Tim Meadows' character.
He was awesome.
Yeah, he was so good.
I fucking love Tim
bird
Meadows.
Blindness.
The bird blind, that duck. It was like, what?
At first, I was like, okay, this is a little too much, but he never like breaks character. He says it all with that same tone, and so it quickly grew on me. You could say the most ridiculous thing. It was so funny.
Oh, he was great.
That's where I don't think season 2 was less funny than season 1. I just think it almost like it had a lower volume of jokes, and I thought the ones it had typically hit better than season 1.
Yeah. I do love Adrian in this one, Vigilante.
Yeah.
Not anything like his comic counterpart. I think the CW shows did him a little bit more accurately, but he's basically kind of Deadpool, but like dumber. I love his weapons room. He has millions of
this
dollars.
Is blood money.
And he's like, oh, I can't actually use this money. It'd be unethical. It's blood money. And they all start stealing money when he's not looking.
when they go to his universe and he meets his other version himself, they're exactly.
And they are basically totally in sync. There's only a few differences. I like when he's walking through the house. He's like, "There's 6 cats in that statue instead of 3. That's a squirrel instead of a chipmunk." And then he sees both his parents. He's like, "My dad's not gay in this universe." And then he meets himself, and like you find out it's like, yeah, you know. And then after we lost World War II, he's like, "Wait, we lost World War II." I will say,
but I feel like it takes him so long to. He's like, "What are you talking about?" No, we didn't. It's like it's another universe.
I will say, you know who loved this show, guys? A good friend of ours. How do I share the share screen? Here we go.
Was he doing recraps?
No. A good friend of ours.
Usually, anytime you start with that tone, it's one person.
Our good friend Riley would not stop talking about Peacemaker. I don't have time to read all his tweets because I'm busy with my very real job, despite what my grandmother said to me over the weekend. I don't have time to read all his tweets, but I assume they're all positive because I did see this one. He went out and he bought the Harcourt life-size standee that's on the official Peacemaker store. He says, "Help, James Gunn's wife broke into my house and won't leave me alone." So he really loves Peacemaker. If you could go to his Twitter and just ask him Peacemaker questions and tell him how much you love Peacemaker, he'll definitely appreciate it. He definitely didn't complain and bitch about it the entire time it was airing for being too funny and boomer humor. Please just blow up his Twitter with Peacemaker stuff. But yeah, season 2, I enjoyed it. Again, the last episode did just feel like the first episode of another season. But yeah, I think it's a win. So far, there hasn't been any real duds in this new DCU.
No.
Creature Commandos was fine, even though it told us Rick Flag would have white hair, and he doesn't have white hair in live action. Superman was really good, even though Crystal refuses to see it because she's a Zack Snyder stan. And she's constantly saying, "Restore the Snyderverse." Every day she blows up my phone with all this stuff.
I do.
But that is our mid-show break. We will read super chats, get them in, but we have a video to play, guys. I interviewed actor filmmaker Jason Trust, who you might have seen in some stuff. You'll see it in this interview. He released an interactive video game called Afar, which is going to be out either now or soon. I'm going to play that video for all of you, and I'm going to get a tea, and we're going to come back and read some super chats and get on with the show. So if anyone has to pee, do it now, guys. Okay, boom. Hi, everyone. I'm here with Jason Trust, and we're here to talk about his new game, an interactive movie, actually, called Afar. Hello, Jason. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing good. Just waking up down under here. Well, I guess it's like noon, but yeah. Doing good.
Some of you might actually know Jason. I was going into your catalog. You looked very familiar. We have a lot of horror fans in the audience, so they probably remember you from Hatchet Part 3.
Yeah, before I lost my head. That's a good one.
Yeah, before you lost your head. Unfortunately, you did not survive Hatchet Part 3.
No one does.
And if you guys are metalheads, you've probably seen him in multiple Slayer music videos, including Repentless, which again has a bunch of horror icons in it. So I feel like my audience. What was that?
And there's the Slayer. There was like the 15-minute short for the Slayer Trilogy, I guess. It's like a sequel to that with their final show back. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Killed a lot of people.
So you guys are probably familiar with him. You've been acting, you've been directing as also for a number of years now. And you've recently switched over into video games. How did this happen? How did this game come to be?
Well, anyone who's dabbled in the independent movie world knows how difficult and how much bureaucracy there is with releasing a movie. So I finished one of my recent movies and there was a lot of bureaucracy and it was taking a lot of time to come out. And I was like, well, I can't start a full movie. I've always wanted to make an interactive movie like a game. That sounds like less work. Let's try that. For some reason in my brain, that's how it worked. So I started doing that as something to keep myself busy. And then I find myself like in the ground floor of rainforests in Australia, just running around with a camera by myself, making this thing. And I'm like, man, this is actually a lot of work. Really fulfilling, and I really enjoyed it. But this was supposed to be just like a little like building the train in the garage sort of like hobby side quest. And it really just took over my entire year.
Yeah. I really enjoyed the little bit I played of it. I died twice, unfortunately.
Yes, sir. Good job.
Oh shit! So I'm excited to play it again on stream. I might have the chat make all the decisions for me. I really like FMV games.
So do I.
I didn't get to play a lot of them growing up, but because they would just never run on my computer. You would buy a game and you put it on your computer, it just wouldn't run. My parents didn't know how to get it to start. But when YouTube was blowing up, some of my favorite like game YouTubers to watch were the ones covering old FMV games. Like Spoonie used to do it a lot. And I really fell in love with those games, even though they were kind of buggy. I've since played a couple of them, like Phantasmagoria.
Oh, yeah.
Ripper was another big one. What were some of the games that inspired you for this? Is there a specific one, or?
Well, I mean, I just liked FMV in general, like a vibe. Like I liked a lot of the games and sort of the things, and like I like the 90s aesthetic. I need this and that. But the one that kind of inspired me, which is totally bizarre because I don't even know if it's applicable if people know but me, but do you remember the 4-disc X-Files FMV game on PS1?
Do I remember? Give me 1 second. 1 second. Pause. Of course I remember the X-Files game. I have the PS2 one here. Or the PS1 excellent. Game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was way more discs on the PC. But yeah, actually I streamed this a few years back and I had a lot of fun with it. So yes,
excellent.
I remember.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's like, I think that's just the one that like my friend had because when I was younger, I was always familiar with them, but like I didn't have a Sega CD. I didn't really have a computer, but like we had PlayStation. Yeah. So I think PS1 was kind of when I started really getting into it, like, or I didn't have like a 3DO or, you know, if we're going way back into those times. Yeah, just like that sort of era of games. And I've always loved Resident Evil. I've always loved that kind of 90s survival horror aesthetic. Like honestly, more than anything, like my biggest inspiration is the opening cinematic in the Resident Evil game.
Oh, of course.
Like I've always loved that. And I was like, God, I wish we could have just gotten a whole series of movies like that. Yep.
Ready? No, don't go. And he's yelling at the helicopter.
There's so much with that. Yeah. I absolutely loved it. And yeah, I was just like, I don't know, that's a fun aesthetic. So I'll just take a little action camera down to the jungle and I'll just shoot a bunch of stuff, make it look like a VHS and like, you know, kind of throw some 28 Days Later in there with that and see what happens. And here I am.
I love the aesthetic of the game. I love the retro like VHS look to it. And it did remind me of a lot of those old games.
Perfect.
And again, the choose your own adventure aspect is a lot of fun. It's really pretty easy to get through. I think you're even, not only is it a game that you can get on Steam, but there will be a DVD version of this game. Am I correct about that?
Yeah, there is a DVD version out now, as well as a choose your own adventure novelization on Amazon.
Whoa. And how many endings to this game? How many times can I play this?
If you count dying, there's 5 endings.
Okay. Yes. All right. Yeah. Oh, good. I've seen 2 endings already. I didn't make it very far.
Yeah, and I've always liked these sort of choose your own adventure games, like the one, like the FMV style thing. But I think for me, my problem is, I don't know if anyone else has this problem, but I assume as such, we all have such a backlog. The idea of like these games that are 5 or 10 hours narratively, and they're like, play it again to get another ending. I'm like, are you kidding me? I've got like I've got more games in my Steam library that I can play before I die.
Yeah.
If I actually played them all. So I was like, I like the idea where it's like in 30, 40 minutes, you can sit down and do a run through. And then if you want to get some other friends over the next weekend and try it again, do another one and see what happens.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, I wanted to actually encourage replay value as opposed to like, oh God, homework, do that again. And as you'll discover with the endings, they're all wildly different. So I think it's worth actually going through it, and all the different pieces all the different choices you can do give you a wildly different, like, little puzzle piece of the lore of what's going on. So I hope that means it's interesting to play multiple times. Like,
I'm interested. At this point, I'm invested in the story. I like that the effect for the one monster looked really, really cool. Just a bunch of hands, basically.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of me in different things, like layered upon layered upon layered.
Yeah, no, I totally get like how you did it, but I really enjoyed the look of it. Again, very 90s. Actually, followers of this show, we've actually covered stuff like this before. Recently, we covered the Final Destination 3 DVD, which had a choose your own kill feature. Mm-hmm. And then I don't know if you remember, Netflix was trying this out for a little bit. They did it with Black Mirror, but they also did it with the WWE and Netflix made an interactive Undertaker movie a few years ago.
I didn't see the Undertaker one. Actually, the one that kind of like started, for whatever reason, this particular thing, and you'll probably notice it once I mention it, is the Bear Grylls one.
I didn't know that one.
And this is kind of making fun of that to an extent a little bit, because there's the Bear Grylls where he goes out and tries to survive. And he's like, should we go to the cave or do we climb the cliff? And you're like, it's like, you know.
Well, it's funny because this did become like a big thing on YouTube a number of years back, when you had like the captions that you could click on. It kind of went away when they started doing end cards instead. But that was it's fun that it's coming back in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, it's called.
I don't know if me making an obscure one means it's coming back, but I hope it's coming back beyond me.
Well, look, you're doing it. Netflix tried it. I assume it's coming back. You know what?
I don't know, but Netflix took all those down. Like, they got rid of all that and purged it like it never happened.
Whoa, are you telling me Escape the Undertaker is no longer streaming? I'm going to be very upset.
Look, it might not be. I know they took down the Black Mirror one, and they took down the Bear Grylls, and like they've been deleting it. Choose Your Own Adventure is going away.
Oh my God, yeah, I don't even, hold on. If you click on it, we're going to see if it still exists.
Oh, I hope it does, because it's been getting scary.
It does not exist anymore. They have a trailer for it, and you can't watch it.
Which is exactly why I wanted to make a DVD of this as well, because if there's any funny business, you have that hard copy. And I like the idea of bridging the gap. And I actually played it with my wife's godparents. We put it in. I was like, how does this work with like the 70s crowd? Like, they actually really got into it, because they just have to operate a DVD remote and press left and right and enter.
Yeah.
And like, it's just enough interactivity that doesn't turn them off, but they're like, ooh, this is what video games are like. And I'm like, yeah, basically.
Well, there you have it. Netflix has totally failed, and you've beaten them at their own game. You've succeeded. But no, I really, really enjoy the game. It's got a fun story of like a reality survival show, which now I do have to watch the Bear Grylls thing, because I feel like I'll appreciate it more. That went missing, and you're like an investigator going into the wilderness of Australia and an old mining village, which was also a dinosaur theme park. That I actually appreciated. I didn't know about that going in. I'm like, oh, I love dinosaur theme parks. This is great.
Yeah, there's a lot going on down there in Barling Valley.
Also, I want to say thank you. This is going to sound pretty bad. I'm not very well traveled. I didn't know that Australia had their own Aurora Borealis. I had to look that up. While I was playing
the Aurora Australis, the southern one.
Yeah. You guys say that in the game, and I'm like, that's the fakest thing I ever heard. Let me Google that. I'm like, holy shit, that's real.
Oh, it's very real.
So I learned
maybe
something.
Too real.
Are there also giant hand monsters when you witness it in real life? Or
look, we don't like to advertise it, but just don't go down after dark in those sort of places.
But yeah, so we could get the game on Steam. If we want to get the DVD, where do we go for that, or the novelization?
They're all in my Jatro Presents link tree, which I can flop you a link with. But Amazon, it's just Afar Choose Your Own Horror is the title of the book. And the link tree has to my Kunaki, because I'm just selling the DVD directly, because, if this didn't feel like it was bootlegged and black market, I wouldn't be doing the 90s aesthetic service.
I used Kunaki a very long time ago. I'm very familiar with it.
Okay, perfect.
All right, but this was great. And Jason, where can we just find you? Just your
I'm on everything. I'm like I think I'm the Jatro on Facebook. Mm-hmm. I think I'm also at the Jatro on X, formerly known as Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm Jason W. Trust on Instagram. I'm some sort of form of that on Blue Sky as well. I don't know. Pretty much, if there's a social media, I'm probably there for some reason.
All right, awesome. Well, everyone, please check out that game. Follow Jason, and let me know what you think. Follow me, because I'm going to be streaming it soon. Probably this weekend, hopefully. And you can help me decide how to beat the game. You will decide all the things for me.
Go left. Why does this guy keep telling me how to die?
But anyway, okay, that's it from us. Back to the show. was fun. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Did Crystal die? Oh, there she is.
Well, she was in the litter box. Why were you in the litter box?
We can't hear you. He asked you a question.
Why was I in the litter box?
Yeah.
Also, I just poured tea onto the mustache and it ruined the adhesiveness. So now I had to put more tape on my face to keep this mustache going.
Well, look forward to when you realize you're allergic to that tape tomorrow.
Yeah.
Also, I realized I made. Hold on.
Your lips are going to look like crystals.
How do I? Hold on.
Oh no, he's flabbergasted again.
I made my nose pink, but it is not showing up on this camera.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, I see it a little bit.
Yeah.
The fact that we all saw it and we're like, yeah, it looks normal.
What are we doing here? There we go. All right, let's read some super chats before we get into the rest of the show. First up, Bean Burritos for $1.99. Tony, what is a movie you'd review shirtless?
Oh, God.
Give me another 2 years in the gym before I even consider that. Come on.
You do it on onlyfans.com/hackthemovie.
That's true. It's very active these days. The Handsome Devil audios for $2. Crystal ruined the stream. I wanted Pumpkinhead.
She was the one pushing for Pumpkinhead.
Yeah. I never said to take it off.
I'm sorry.
Well, I only told me that he took it off.
I only wanted to do 6 things. Logan was coming up. I'm like, oh, this would be good for the bonus format. Okay. Lucha Steve 420 for $5. You should review The House on Haunted Hill.
Didn't we do that?
No, he's citing all of the movies we did. All right.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That got kicked off YouTube. Oh yeah, we should review The House on Haunted Hill, Transformers, the animated one, and Wishmaster 2. Also, Dark City When. Sorry, I had to keep it short. Keep it under $5. Wait, F you.
That's hilarious.
Oh, Manny texted me about this. Check out most importantest at mostimportant.show, not underscore. He let me know that's supposed to be mostimportant.show. That is Manny Muscat's podcast. It's very, very good. Even if he brought up something about me recently, which I wish he didn't. It's a very good podcast. Everyone check it out. Aussie Dragoon for $2. It's Antonio from the movies.
Oh my God.
It's pretty good. Lauren Schroeder for $9,000. God damn it. Lauren Schroeder,
wow.
9399 for $5. My screening of Black Phone 2 had a trailer for Blue Moon, and I think Ethan Hawke's comb over in that movie scared me more than him as the grabber. I did not see that trailer. I don't know what you're talking about.
Neither did I.
Oh, God damn it. Pico Jet Black for $5. When you released that video earlier of yourself shaven, that's right, I did a Scream 7 trailer reaction. I was worried you were going to go through your Italian Roseanne phase. Hashtag stop Italian Roseanne. What the fuck? What the? I don't even know what to say to that. Pico Jet Black. Oh, for $2. Please review Atlantis, The Lost Empire.
It's a great movie.
That feels like Golem when he's like, you gotta help the hobbits. And then he'll turn and be like, take it away from them. You're like the crazy Pico. You're like, please review Atlantis. Don't become Roseanne.
Gary Violet 379 for $4.99. Love the Toxic Avenger review. Fun fact: the donor of the billionaire that you and Crystal mentioned is his own son. Truly rich white people BS. Wait, what? What did we mention? The donor of the billionaire that you and Crystal mentioned is his own son. True. I'm sure that's going to make sense to me later, but I'm a little confused now.
Yeah.
It's going to come to you later. I
don't
know what
you
I said earlier
about
in this
this?
review.
I don't remember.
The donor of
everything
the billionaire that you and Crystal mentioned is his own son.
Okay.
Which is truly rich white people shit.
Lorenzo Areola, $1.99. The hat is over the fence. Oh no, what did I do? That is famously the threat that Riley sent to Vito, which confused Vito and led to his now 2-year meltdown, methed out insanity. Joe, you got to go to Vito's Twitter. It's just it's just stock gambling and complaining about like
ever since I unfollowed him, I've seen peace.
It's really great.
I've seen peace.
Yeah, everyone look up the voicemail or the call that was recorded of Riley going, "The hat is over the fence," and everyone goes, "Wait, what?" FICO Jet Black for $5. Is it true that Tony calls himself Mr. Italian Wide Load as part of his plan to destroy America by claiming that he has friends that love him? #SadBoy.
That's sad. That's
why can't I have why can't I have like for $5, Tony, you look handsome.
Just screenshot this and put it in your dating profile.
No, my dating profile. I don't know if you guys saw.
Oh God.
You didn't see it during the
I get these updates like constantly. Like,
during the Child's Play 3 episode. Tim said that I should make my Tinder profile the Chucky chant. So my profile, my about me says, "Ade Tony Dumbala, give me the boobies, I beg of you." I've gotten 0 matches.
What?
Which I'm gonna be honest is a normal week for me on Tinder. So it's really
when are you gonna start taking this seriously, Tony? It's a defense mechanism. You're like,
no, I'm finally going back to Tinder and stuff after like months of abandoning it. Anyway, Kiryu Pilot 379 for $4.99. Also, anyone else felt the end of Toxic Avenger was basically the end of Wes Craven's Swamp Thing, or is it just me? I love Wes Craven's Swamp Thing, but it's been a long time since I watched it. That gives me an excuse to rewatch it.
This is enough to get you to spend an entire 2 hours. This is
I
why you
like
have no time.
Swamp Thing, and I like Wes Craven. It's been a long time since I watched the movie.
I picked up this pitchfork, and it put me in a mood of like I want to attack people.
FICO Jet Black for $2. Mike, please make Tony Sad Boy review Bamboozled.
Now I have an excuse to watch Bamboozled.
Manny wants me to review Bamboozled. I'm like, I don't think that's going to be a Patreon one. I don't think that one's going to do well. I couldn't get Black Dynamite to do well. What makes you think Bamboozled's going to do well on this show? Dude Abides, member for 19 months. Aunt Crystal, I brought a bowl, but I'm out of water. Oh, from Weapons, the bowl that she has. Yeah.
I'll bring the 7 hot dogs.
I got some hair.
I didn't realize it was on HBO Max now. I kind of want to rewatch it again. Lauren went to New Orleans over the weekend, and I got a drunk text from her like 1 a.m. of her and her friends doing the Weapons run.
That's amazing.
I just get this video of someone breaking a stick, and it's Lauren and 3 friends just running down the street. I'm like, what the hell? Pico Jet Black for $5. One of my fears is that Tony will one day snap and whip it out to prove to people that he's manly down there, even after surgery didn't work. Pico, come on, man.
Also, Pico,
he's giving you money, Tony, so shut the fuck up.
But he broke the pattern. He's supposed to do a weird one and then a normal one. That was 2 weird ones in a row.
Yeah, come on, Pico. Carry Pilot for $9.99. Speaking of Hitchcock, did anyone ever see that Tippi Hedren memoir movie that allegedly claimed that a predatory pervert that abused her on set and had a live bird attack her? I remember that was like a thing.
I have heard that.
I've never heard of that.
Yep. My mom reminds me every time I bring up Alfred Hitchcock.
Tippi Hedren movie about Alfred Hitchcock? The Girl. It was a TV movie with Sienna Miller. Who played? And Toby Jones played Alfred Hitchcock. I might have checked that out then. Yeah, I'll look into that. Kiryu Pilot again for $4.99. Love James Gunn answer to incorporating Peacemaker into the new DCU. Gaslighting. Okay. Senor Sticks for $5. How much for you, Tony, to go as John Cena for Halloween this year? Second, how much for you to reenact scenes from Mummy Cop? Well, what scenes from Mummy Cop do you want me to reenact? First off, I can't be John Cena this year. I'm Wario.
But Tony will do anything for money, so he might change his mind.
I can send you a couple of my shirts.
Yeah, it won't come in time for Halloween. Maybe next Halloween. Curio Pilot 379 for $9.99. Sorry for the confusion, Tony. YouTube won't let me mention what the son was donating, but it was the billionaire you mentioned that was trying to stay young by injecting himself with a red substance. Oh, we were talking about Kevin Bacon was injecting like gorilla blood and stuff into him in Toxic Avenger. So I think he's referencing something about that. And I guess you mentioned a billionaire did something like that.
Oh, Brian Johnson?
There you go. We figured it out. But
that just to be 100% sure.
Wait, no, I'm
super chats like really
Wait, it said something about the billionaire being his son.
Yeah.
Now I'm even more confused because
he was the blood he was injecting himself with was coming from his own son, Brian Johnson's son. I think that's what he's alleging in the super chat.
Oh,
hold on.
That
by the way,
I know his son had something to do. Like, I think one of his sons.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Living with him.
Brian Johnson is swapping blood with the 17-year-old. Yeah, okay, I remember that story now.
Yeah, I was watching that documentary.
That's the question.
Yeah, his son is in on it.
His son is really big into it now.
I think Ryan Long, the comedian, they made fun of this guy a couple times. I watched a couple of clips of their podcast making fun of this dude. Okay, yeah, I know. Sorry it took us so long to get there. But yeah, guys, get your super chats in. We're going to get back to the review section here. What a wild super chat segment. Next up, House on Eden, a movie about two horror YouTubers doing their ghost adventure show. This is so we had two Nazi things in a row, and now we have two YouTube ghost things in a row. Played by real life horror YouTubers and influencers. One Call Me Chris and Selena Spooky Boo. I guess they got popular enough to do a movie. They got way more followers than all of us combined. Holy shit. I didn't know anything about this until Crystal kept telling me about it and then demanded it be put on the list. And I took Pumpkinhead off the list for this one. But yeah, this is a Shudder exclusive. It's about them looking for a place called House on Eden, a alleged haunted house, although there's not much information. So they go out there with their cameraman. They find the House on Eden in the middle of the woods. It's abandoned, but it looks really, really nice. And they start doing ghost adventuring stuff, and they encounter creepy poltergeists, and it leads to a larger conspiracy. Joey C, I think you're the only one other than Crystal who watched this. What did you think?
You know, surprisingly, I actually thought it was pretty good. I knew nothing about it. You changed this movie and sent me the list, and I said, all right, I guess I'm watching this. It was basically like if you ever watched Watcher or BuzzFeed Unsolved with Ryan and Shane, it was basically that in a movie if stuff really happened. And I didn't know they were influencers. So the black-haired girl, I was like, oh, she definitely looks familiar. And then I found out she's a YouTuber. But it really just felt like the latest Hell House movie with the Carmichael Manor, where it's like, oh, they have cameras, they find a mansion or whatever, they go inside and spooky shit starts happening. Very cliche, but it was fun. I love found footage movies. It really has to be bad for me not to like it as a found footage movie. It kept me entertained, but it was very cliche. So if you don't want a cliche movie, this checks every found footage cliche ever.
Well, don't worry. We'll be free of cliches when we get to Shelby Oaks.
I feel
Crystal.
like they would be like, could you said you liked it? And you're like, but it's got to be really bad for me not to like it. Like, could you stop? Stop complimenting us.
So, Crystal, as the person who recommended this, did this live up to expectations? What did you think?
I think it lived up to what I was expecting. I think so. I knew this was their first movie. I like their content. I really like Chris's content. She Call Me Chris. I saw her a couple times on TikTok. I thought she was funny. And then I went to whatchamacallit, the boxing. Why am I forgetting the name? Was it Johan?
Oh, Creator Clash?
I went to Creator Clash.
The first Creator Clash one, that scam that you guys were all participating in.
I didn't, but anyway. So I met Chris at Creator Clash, and I went up to her because I was like, hey, because there were so many different influencers there too, YouTubers, and she was actually really chill. Okay. And I was like, I love the fact that you're actually super chill and you seem to be like the actual realist one here. And her content is fantastic. I think her content is absolutely hilarious. She does these great characters. She's funny as hell. I like Selena as well. She's very spooky. She loves the spooky vibe. They actually do their own paranormal YouTube videos as well, which I like. Love the paranormal investigation. So what they're doing is they're using real equipment as well. And since I've been on, being on a real investigation is mind-blowing and definitely changes a lot of things, especially when you're watching this kind of stuff too. So I really appreciate that watching it. I think they did a great job for their very first time. If you watch their content, it feels like you're just hanging out with them.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I like the fact that Joey liked it and doesn't know who they are or has ever seen their stuff.
No, I'm glad you said that. So first off, can you plug that ghost hunting channel you're on? Because I'm going to feel bad if you don't plug the ghost hunting channel.
Hometown Ghost Stories.
Hometown Ghost Stories. There you go.
Great show. They talk about ghost stuff, but then they also like different ghost stories, but then they also go on paranormal investigations every so often. They are legit. They will, if something goes wrong, like when we were in the one house and the lights turned off then back on, it shows us kind of freaking out, but later they say they debunked it, that it was actually the caretaker of the house actually accidentally turned the lights on. So they straight up say it when it's not real, which some people don't do.
So for this movie,
Hometown Ghost Stories is fantastic. Check them out.
So for this movie, me not knowing who any of these people were, Joey, you're right. It is kind of cliche. I feel like it took way too long for the horror to start.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it was like real subtle horror, and then the movie was done. But I wasn't annoyed because I will say the two actors have very good chemistry with each other. You could tell they're really friends, and they were funny and charming. And I actually felt bad. I'm like, I feel like I would appreciate this so much more if I was a fan. But I'm just like, but I am liking this. I'm liking them together. And like, I guess I didn't mind the cliche part of it because they were so entertaining. But it wasn't even like, because they're funny, but it's not like really a comedy. So when the ending shifted into horror, like the scares were good. The twist was fine, but I don't know. It didn't quite stick the landing for me, but I would see something else they make again. Again, this is the first one. They're just fun. I actually will probably subscribe to their channel because I actually enjoyed them, like making fun of each other.
Yeah, I already did. Yep.
Yeah.
No, so I think they did a great job. I forget what I was gonna say.
Which one did you meet? The one that's on screen right now, or the
blonde, the blonde one,
or redhead.
Yeah, the one in the middle, her to the left. Yeah, talked to her. She absolutely hilarious. Like she was the first one.
Joey,
most of their script. Yeah,
Joey, here's her calling Ed Gein slop.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with her on that. It's just slop. God, get that stuff out of there, man.
So yeah, most of their script for this movie though, it was improv.
Yeah.
It was like super, super rough idea of what they were going, and I think they filmed it in a week, and I think they only spent $10,000.
I love the fact that the budget was.
Yeah, I think it was $10,000. I tried to quickly look it up to see all this stuff after I watched it.
No, I love that.
I love the fact that Shudder took this. Like the fact that Shudder was like, yeah, let me take this independent film that, was super, super low budget. I love that.
My mustaches just keeps falling off. No, it was solid. It was a fun, charming time. I want to see what else they can do. The scares were good. Again, like I said, they just came a little too late, and then there was like a big twist, and the movie was just done. And again, it was another one of those, I'm like, kind of seen this all before.
Yeah.
Feels very familiar, but that's when real compelling character can help you overlook those cliches. Speaking of found footage and cliches, our next movie is Shelby Oaks, also made by a YouTuber about YouTubers who hunt ghost stuff. There's a theme here, Crystal. I didn't realize that we were going to have two of these.
Like it. I love it.
So this is produced by Mike Flanagan, who's like one of the biggest names in horrors right now, and directed by Chris Stuckman, who a couple years ago did a video saying, moving forward, I'm not going to give any negative reviews or talk bad about movies. And that was a very strategic thing to make sure no one gave him bad reviews when his movie came out. So anyway, Shelby Oaks, I saw this the other night, tells the story of a girl and her friends who were YouTubers who hunted ghost stuff, who went missing. She's presumed dead. Her sister is still looking for her, and she's part of this documentary that pieced together all this footage of all the footage that they found of the victims and all the stuff leading up to it. When the documentary is done, like 20 minutes into the movie, and it suddenly switches to a real movie, which I was not expecting, some guy shows up, says, "She let me go," and then he kills himself in front of her. And she's terrified until she realizes he has a tape that says Shelby Oaks, which is the amusement park where her sister went missing. Also, on the tape that they had, there was a big giant dog ghost, but we'll get into that in a second. What we're not seeing is how she wears blood of a dead man on her face all night long, investigates the new tape, and then she goes on a mission to find out what really happens, which brings her to a jail with the guy who killed himself. She looks into him and then leads her to Shelby Oaks for 5 seconds, and then we just go to a creepy house where there's a lady worshiping Anubis or something.
I feel like you are explaining this so terribly because I really love this film, and I feel like you really sucked at explaining that.
Well, okay, sorry, Joey. What did you think? Well, wait your turn, Crystal. You're at the bottom of the totem pole right now.
Tired. That was entertaining. Now I'm awake again.
Crystal's gonna hate my explanation. Yeah, it's kind of like, it's basically Paranormal Activity with the sisters and the demon following the sisters around and the cult business. I will say I do like that it switches from found footage to traditional. As you know, I love found footage movies, so that's very fun. Tony, I think me and you could be the new Paranormal Paranoids, or PP for short. I think we'd do a fantastic job. But the suicide scene was not fun. I did not like that.
By the way, so me and Adam did all 3 Tron movies recently, and I forgot the first Tron movie, the game is called Space Paranoids, and then they mention it in Tron 3. And I'm like, oh, what a funny name. Only in the 80s would have named that ridiculous piece something. And then I go into this movie like, Paranormal Paranoids. I'm like, that is so stupid.
Or PP for short.
I mean, it's a YouTube show. Like, of course, half of them sound stupid as hell.
They can't all be hacked.
Yeah, hack the movies.
Beat you to it.
Hack the movie sounds great. All right.
How do you deprecate someone who's so self-deprecating?
That's
defense mechanism is genius.
At least my channel is just not my name with official in front of it, because so many people have my name in first edition.
I was watching an old review of yours from like 7 years ago.
Yeah.
And I saw you had a logo where movies, the O was a circle with a red arrow pointing at it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you didn't know that?
Clever.
Yeah.
No, I did not. About that.
I used to do this is lore. Actually, Mike, this might be how you found me. You're like an OG fan. I used to do fake trailer breakdowns and fake trailer reactions where I would get everything wrong and purposely make up bullshit, and I would always have misleading arrow pointing thumbnails that drove people nuts. The one is literally for Spider-Man Homecoming. It was Spider-Man, and then I circled just the empty sky behind him with an
Oh my God.
So that was my logo for a bit. So Joe, you like this movie? It was good for you?
I liked it up until the ending. I feel like when Mia goes to the cabin and the old lady starts spilling the beans, it felt way too rushed, because at that point there's only like 10 minutes left in the movie. So like, is the demon Riley? Is it the baby? I don't quite know.
It's got you asking questions. You're talking about it.
Is this what Woody Woodpecker felt like? I'm so confused.
The demon was its own thing that they worshipped.
And I guess he possesses people.
Yes, he possessed. That's what they said. He possessed the one guy, the son, because he was a little bit different, and he was able to be possessed just by the type of person he was.
Well, no, I think it's implied he was a baby, because they say from his birth the whole town.
Yeah, from his birth, yeah.
But okay.
But the same thing through her.
Yeah.
it was kind of like planned as like this is going to be the next parents, basically, the next demon child that's going to take
which
over.
Again is basically Crystal. It is the first 3 Paranormal Activity.
Paranormal Activity invented a demon possessing someone.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, but specifically,
I
it was
invented that.
No, literally, Paranormal Activity. The first one, it's like this demon watched us, and it was always after me. And then the sequels, it was like actually it wanted the other sister, so it would have a baby. And I'm watching this, I'm like, I've seen this. There was a lot of other derivative
but you
stuff.
had no problem with Black Phone 2 being another freaking Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, they weren't trying to hide it. They weren't trying to hide it, though. I think they were like, yeah, we're basically Freddy Krueger now. And again, the characters are entertaining. Grabber is fun. Gil, what did you think of Shelby Oaks?
I didn't see this movie.
Mike, what did you think of Shelby Oaks?
I didn't see it.
Crystal, you've said a lot. Now that we finally got to you, just get it
Crystal's like,
all
I didn't see
out.
this
I know,
movie.
I got back on the bottom. What the fuck? I was so happy. I was like, wow, finally a show where I'm not on the bottom.
Wait.
But now
Gil,
I'm
you did
back.
see this or did it?
No.
Oh, I thought you. Okay, I thought you just said you did see it. All right.
No, I was saying it'd be funny if you got to Crystal and she was like, I didn't see this.
Yeah, right.
So what did you like about this, Crystal? Because
I really like this.
This
Well,
is just-
shut the fuck up and let me tell you.
Whoa.
I like the fact that
I'll remove
it started.
myself.
No, it's
He's
oh
through a
wow,
tunnel.
the show just got trimmed.
Oh, yeah.
My God, look at that makeup.
Say what you want
Can
to.
you bring me back? I am now stage fright. Put me back. No, thank you. No, I thought it was really good because I like the fact that they did the whole documentary. It really did feel like a fucking documentary in it.
I like the documentary part. I was
thought it
annoyed
looked
when
good.
it shifted to a regular
Yeah.
movie.
I love that. It went to a normal movie. It also took the found footage. So there was a whole bunch of different aspects on that. I thought it was pretty good following around this team, which did feel a little bit realistic, following around this, trying to be paranormal. They were somewhat popular. People calling it a hoax when they actually went missing. I thought it was interesting about the guy that came through. Like, you kind of think it was a demon that actually ended up killing them in the cabin, but actually ended up to be a real person. I don't think it was that crazy, super cliche. I thought it was interesting with the hellhounds. What I didn't like so much is that, and this is such a small little thing, is just like it's mixing Christianity with paganism, talking like bringing hellhounds in and talking about hell, but also bringing in like a pagan type demon. It felt like almost like a character. Like it just felt like it was mixing up both. Huh?
I thought it was Anubis. I know he has a name, but the demon looks like Anubis. Like, I thought I was watching Mummy Returns when it showed up. And I'm like, oh, it's one of the
Well,
Anubis
now we
dolls.
know.
Yeah.
You're watching this movie and you're like, is this Mummy Returns? Now we know why I didn't like it.
The demon, I thought it was going to be this cool looking thing. And when you see it, I'm like, that's a dog man. That looks like the thing that the guys were fighting at the end of Mummy Returns.
Oh my God. No, I thought it was great. I thought it was entertaining. I kind of knew what was going to happen in the end, but
Yeah, I called everything that was going to happen.
I still really liked it.
And
I
the
did.
CG dogs were pretty rough. Or wolf,
Yeah.
whatever it was.
Well, they pumped
yeah,
more
I'll see
money
that,
on
yeah.
this. By the way, when we do super chats again, remind me to read Fior's super chat. I just realized I totally glossed over.
You
his
glossed
super
over
chat.
it on purpose.
No, I didn't mean to do it. I just looked at it. I'm like, oh, wait a
So
minute. That's
rude.
not right. Anyway,
It's rude.
for me, it is just like a bunch of movies I've seen in a blender. Where we said that actually
You
about the
don't
pre-
seem to have problems when other movies do it.
Yeah. The
I
problem
think somebody's
with this
jealous. I think we hit.
Here's the problem.
Hit it right on the nose.
So House of Eden did the same thing, but again, I thought the main characters were charming. Same thing with Black Phone 2. Now, this lady, although she is a cute girl, she is very cute, completely bland as hell and just makes way too many dumb decisions. Like, really dumb decision. I'm like, why are you going to that prison by yourself?
Yeah.
I know you're fighting.
At night too.
Yeah, at night. I know you're
Well, the
fighting.
reason why
with
she
your
went by her, no, it does make sense why she went by herself. The whole
Yeah.
thing is like, why do we always have to go? Like, you're not doing an paranormal type investigation or something like that.
Yeah.
You're just trying to look at it. So why'd you go at night? No, because her husband thinks she's crazy.
Yeah.
That's why.
But then she keeps acting crazy. And then she goes into that old lady's. I feel like the old lady comes way too late. I knew it was coming because he's like, she let me go. And I'm like, oh, clearly he was possessed by something else. And he knows the location of everything. I kept calling what was going to happen. And sometimes that's fun, but I was expecting more from this. I think I was mostly let down because I liked the trailers. And again, the first 20 minutes like hooked me.
Oh, I didn't see the trailer. I went into this having no idea what this was even about.
Also, it feels like, I don't know how you felt about this, Josie. It feels like Mike Flanagan might have spiced this up a little bit. There's a lot of moments where you see the dog demon in the background. And Mike Flanagan did The Haunting of Hill House where he hit all those ghosts.
Yep.
He actually did that before in his Ouija prequel movie. There's a really good moment where there's something in the background that they don't draw attention to. And this movie does it a lot. And I'm like, how much of that was Chris Stuckman? How much was that them being like, this movie's kind of bland. Let's spice it up a little bit with little moments like that. And there's a good reason to do it because Longlegs did it with The Devil last year and everyone really liked that. So it just feels like they were trying to spice something up that was just a little too generic and bland for me. I didn't really like the crazy old lady at the end. She wasn't very scary.
I don't think she was supposed to be scary.
I think she's supposed to be a little scary. It's just
a little creepy, but not scary.
Shelby Oaks, you have this thing about like a haunted amusement park. I'm like, that's a really good setup for a lot of spooky stuff. And then she goes there and she's like, all right, back to a cabin in the woods. I'm like, wait, what?
And Shelby Oaks is the town.
I
That's
know.
called a red herring, Tony. If it always goes the way you expect, it's boring. You thought something scary was going to happen at the amusement park.
And they set this up the whole time. Like you saw like the initials as well. Like that was the symbol. And I
knew they were going to end up in a house or something. I just didn't think. I thought we were going to be at the freaking amusement park a little bit more. And I thought the demon wasn't going to look like a furry at a convention. I didn't think Ren on the Shave was going to be in this movie. But apparently they added a bunch of gore that he didn't have the money for initially. And the few gore scenes do feel out of place. Like the guy getting his face like ripped off. I'm like, that didn't really feel like it matched the rest of the movie. But here, look, I'm happy for Chris Stuckman. This is at least a very competent movie. It was made well. I just think it was just so much shit we've seen before. And the main characters were kind of bland. And I know this girl is apparently like a really good actress. So I was expecting her. Oh, Keith David is in it for like 5 seconds. They really hyped Keith David up. And then he's like, I'm the warden. That guy's a bad guy. All right, I'm out of the movie now. And I'm like, oh, thought we get more of him. It just didn't land for me. But I'm happy for Chris, and I'm happy for more YouTubers to make movies, and I will continue to keep covering them on the show. Last thoughts on Shelby Oaks, Joey C.
Just remember, folks, always support YouTubers who make movies. Okay? Always, even if it gets filmed in their backyards, just always support YouTubers who make movies.
Do you have anything to plug recently, Joey C, that might be related to that?
No, I have nothing to plug, but I will soon.
Okay. Gil and Mike, are you excited to see this movie now that we talked about it and fought with each other over it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would have wanted to watch. You know what? Actually, I was going to say I want to watch it so I can get in on the fight, but I feel like I kind of did anyway. So I got the best of both worlds.
And Crystal, you think people should rush out and see this and that?
I didn't say rush out. I thought it was a good movie. You just fucking like you smushed it in the dirt for no reason. I didn't think it was
I mostly wanted to do
Mr.
that.
I love fucking Black Phone too. Like go fuck yourself.
It was okay. It was okay.
Oh God.
Remember that part where he spun the girl around? She was shooting blood everywhere. That was kind of fun.
Sick.
I think she lost way too much blood. I think she would have actually died if that happened.
It was a dream.
No, that was happening in the real world.
But not to the same extent, though, I don't think.
Okay. But I suggest everyone watch it, at least when it hits streaming. It was cool that Mike Flanagan actually did help produce this, that he was aware of this happening, because I know they crowdfunding it and everything. And I know it would be funny if Chris Stuckman, now that he got like negative reviews for this. I like that, man, by the way, Crystal, I like that you're mad at me. Meanwhile, it seems like I'm the common consensus here. It's very middle of the road.
That's fine. You just like you described it shitty. And you're just like, I didn't say it's the best movie ever.
Do you think he's going to go back to giving negative reviews now, guys?
Well, I don't think he wasn't giving negative reviews to like protect himself from negative reviews.
I think he was.
Oh, you're reading between the lines.
I'm reading.
You're like, I see what. Okay, I see.
He's like, then I went out and met these people in real life. And that's happened to me. I've been like, oh, I shit on that movie. Oh, now I'm talking to the actor from that movie. Hope he doesn't see that episode. I'm not going to stop. So I don't know. I think it was a preventative measure that didn't actually work out. But I'm happy for him, and I want to see what he does next. Because just as a visual standpoint, this was good. The found footage stuff was cool. The cinematography was great. I think he just needs to tighten up the script a little bit and make his characters more interesting, because this girl was just kind of annoying the whole movie. I'm like, why are you doing this? That was a stupid decision. Why did you leave the knife there? Why did you go into the house? What the hell are you doing? Why are you not over your sister's disappearance? How many goddamn years was it, by the way, that her sister was gone?
It was like 20 or 15, I think.
10 or...
Like 10 or 12 years. I'm sorry. If my sister's disappearing for a week, I'd just be like, all right, it's time to move on. Can't dwell on this.
No one's shocked at that, Tony.
If I was the parent, one of the parents of Weapons, I'm like, well, I really miss that kid, but it's been 5 days, and I guess I'll turn that room into a gym now. Anyway,
Shit.
That's why I can't be in harm.
It makes no sense.
This is why Tony shouldn't
argument,
have kids or animals.
In what world would Chris think that by not giving bad reviews, he wouldn't get bad reviews? I mean, most film directors aren't critics, so they're not giving bad reviews, and they still get it. Just, I'm sorry, that argument makes no sense on the face of it, and this is why I normally don't read the chat.
By the way, is the chat blowing up about this? Or?
No, one person made a comment, but you know me.
You know, it's funny. That clip of John Carpenter shitting on The Substance is going viral, which I was there. My clip of asking him about the Elvis movie, being the only one who brought up his Elvis movie, is not going viral. But him shitting on The Substance is going viral, and everyone's like shocked. And meanwhile, you can find a video of John Carpenter being interviewed on the set of Halloween, being asked about his contemporaries. Like, what do you think about Spielberg? He's like, I thought Jaws was good. Didn't like Close Encounters. Then he asked about some other director. He's like, I think he's a shit filmmaker. I'm like, John Carpenter's kind of always done this. That's kind of like always been his thing. So I don't know. I think it's funny. Just directors being afraid to criticize other directors. John Carpenter's been doing it for like 40 years.
He doesn't give any fucks.
He doesn't care. But Shelby Oaks, I say check it out. At least when it's streaming. At least do that. Is this doing well? Hold on. I'll be happy if it did well, like financially. Hold on, Shelby.
He feels bad now for all the bad stuff he said. He's like, I hope the movie's making bank at the box office.
By the way, I don't watch Chris Stuckman. Like I maybe watched. I mean, it's impossible to avoid him. And who's the other guy? Jeffrey something. Who's the other big YouTube movie guy?
Oh, Jans or whatever. Yeah,
Jeffrey Jans. Yeah, I don't follow their stuff, so I don't really have like a love-hate relationship with any of them. But I still made a point to go see this, to be supportive. Let me see. Budget $2 million. Box office $3 million. Wait, what?
There you go.
I thought it did. Finish 7th. Is this not a bigger release? I thought this had a big release. No. If anyone's wondering why Good Boy isn't on this list, it's because it only played once a day for like 3 days at my local theater. I didn't have a chance to see it.
I've been wanting to see that real bad.
Yeah, I'll put it on the year end. Unless it's really good that it gets its own episode, but probably year end. All right.
It was really good.
So Shelby Oaks, me and Crystal can't agree on it. Maybe we can all agree on VHS Halloween.
I was wondering about the last one. I forgot about we watched this. So many things to say.
Yes. This I think is maybe the 3rd or 4th VHS movie we've covered. We still need to cover some of the early ones. But this has been fun. Every year we kind of get a VHS movie around this time. I like that it's become like a seasonal thing. Joey, before you get into this, I want you to know, not just for the screening of this movie, but all season long, not one cricket in this basement. If you guys were here last year, you might remember the clip. Me and Joey had to watch VHS Beyond with a cricket just screaming for all 2 hours of that movie.
Dude, and it was like 3 a.m. and we're fucking dead tired. And this cricket is loud as fuck. Dude, we couldn't stop fucking laughing about it.
But yeah, so this one, now they're all trying to be themed. They were kind of themed off of like years. But now the last one was supposed to be like spacey kind of sci-fi.
Yeah.
But then they put that weird dog one in. I'm like,
I forgot about that.
That was
one.
so bad.
That is
dumb.
I was gonna say that is sci-fi. That's a little Frankenstein-y, but everything else seemed extraterrestrial. Then you got to that one, you're like, how does this fit the rest of them? That doesn't make any sense.
It's dumb.
This one, I'm not familiar with a lot of the writers and directors of this. Because the last one had like a bunch of really famous ones. Although one of them is the co-creator of Wreck, the found footage films Wreck.
Oh yeah.
I think you can tell which one his is going to be. So yes, let's talk about the framing device in VHS Halloween. The Phantasma soda. It's a soda made of ghosts, I think. And they're testing out a ghost soda, but it keeps killing and possessing all their subjects. I think the framing devices in these have been getting worse and worse. Joey, how did you feel about Phantasma?
Yeah, I completely agree. The quality of them have gone down significantly.
Yeah.
So I couldn't really follow this one. Like I was just waiting for them to be over so it would go on to the next like section of the movie.
Yeah. And real disappointing. And because the original one used to be people would find a place full of tapes or movies and it would play the stuff. And then they started having like this weird narrative. Like the one was like this, the one felt like this, where the scientists were studying some weird organism that took them all over at the end. And the last one was like the corridor crew of like special effects guys studying an alien tape. At the end, it was kind of a letdown. They've all been kind of letdowns. Gil, how did you feel about the Diet Phantasma?
I liked it at first. I was like, this feels like a very 80s thing, like a Return of the Living Dead type thing, where you take a super ridiculous idea and then you've got like somebody taking it really seriously. We need to put more Phantasma in these drinks. But it was really repetitive. It was just take a drink and then something crazy happens. Take a drink and now two crazy things happen. So there was just no punchline to it. So I thought it was good at first, but it didn't go anywhere.
How are they getting the ghosts in the soda? I was real confused.
I don't think that's what it is.
I mean, it literally says like 100% pure
poltergeist.
Poltergeist, yeah.
That's soda made of poltergeist. Mike, what did you think of this?
Didn't watch it.
Cool. Crystal, what did you think of the Diet Phantasma framing device?
I'll say the same of I was waiting for it to be over. It was kind of confusing as it was going. And of course, by the end, it feels like that they're just waiting for the right person to drink it for them to actually become possessed and take over. To be in a commercial, like it was not my favorite. It was a little too confusing. I think if they had a better premise of what was actually happening, it wouldn't have been so bad or confusing.
And again, it reminded me of the 80s one where the scientists were studying the organism and things got crazier. So that's my problem with this one. We're going to get into it. A lot of these segments feel a little too much like previous VHS segments, including the very first one. Oh, sorry. Yeah, there you go. There's the commercial at the end. The first one, which is Coochie Coochie Coo.
Yes, the Mommy Milker one.
Written and directed by Anna Zlakovic. I'm not familiar with her. This tells the story of two girls hanging out on Halloween. I had to remember the holiday as if the movie doesn't have it in the title. Wow. They're way too old to be trick-or-treating. They get warned that a witch is going to come after them. They're being assholes. They're filming it. They find a house. And so they find what they think is a normal house, and then they think it's a cool, interactive, haunted house, which is kind of like the last segment of the first VHS movie. The twist is the witch is real, and she's trying to kidnap them and turn them into weird adult babies.
Yeah, a lot of milking in this.
She was creepy. I like the first little moment where she's like, Coochie Coochie Coo, and she's like hiding. But again, it felt like the ending of the first one, just not as interesting. Actually, no, it feels a little bit like the stork one from the previous
from Beyond. Yeah, absolutely.
It's like a mixture of the stork one and the last one from the first VHS, which also wasn't Halloween, about people thinking they're in a haunted house. Gil, did this one work for you?
No, I mean, I would say actually
Sorry, I meant to
similar
say
to
Joey C. I skipped right to Gil, but Gil, continue.
I'd say similar to the wraparound. I thought started with a fun concept. I think like in terms of exploiting childish things that become creepy when they're in like an inappropriate setting, Coochie Coochie Coo is a good one because you're like, I never thought about it, but that sounds really weird.
Yeah.
And it's usually the thing you say before you start tickling someone. So when it comes from like a weird witch lady, it's creepy. But then this just falls into the same pattern of like so many VHS segments, which is there's a weird thing and then it kills everybody. And I thought the baby faces were too goofy to me to be scary. A lot of these segments, I think, were also trying to be kind of darkly comedic. So then it's just a question of like, does it make you laugh? And I thought this one mainly went for gross out humor, which just generally doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, this one didn't work for me overall. There was also a very obviously AI generated image of a pregnant woman, which was meant to be like the tragic backstory of this lady. And I was like, it really doesn't. I'm not even saying like that's not ethical, but it's just distracting when I'm like, I've seen a million images from ChatGPT like that.
Be careful accusing things of AI because there's been this thing right now where people are accusing things of AI and then artists have to like show their work and be like, no, I actually worked on this.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair enough.
AI does steal from artists. So it's kind of like this.
Look at that image though, and you tell me. I usually don't throw that around.
Here's the thing, Gil. I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
Well, okay,
AI.
let me put it this way: if it was drawn by a human, then my criticism is that it looks the way that it does.
That's fair. That is fair.
Now, Joey C, do you want to throw any accusations at this segment?
No, I won't do that. I don't want to get canceled. I can't afford to get canceled. In fact,
Hey, is that a cancelable offense now?
No.
I'm not sure, but it could be. And I want to cover my bases. I will say the first thing that I thought of when I started watching this segment was, God damn, the acting is bad. And I just think that's like the nature of like all found footage movies. It's like the acting is just like rarely that good. But fans of Hack the Movies will rejoice in knowing that Mommy Milkers makes a big appearance in this.
This is the ultimate mommy milker.
Exactly. And I will say the one thing that did creep me out, well, two things actually: the adult bald baby that really spooked me out, and two, when the witch snapped to the girl's like spine or ribs or whatever.
Oh yeah,
that creeped me out. Any bodily injury like that scares the fuck out of me. I think this one did work for me. I know what VHS is, and I know what they've evolved to. And in my head, I just imagine that they all know that they're not really taking it that seriously. They're just trying to like top what the person before them did in the previous VHS movie. So
yeah,
I loved it. You couldn't make me hate VHS. I suppose you could. Please don't try.
A lot of people hate Viral, but even Viral has good moments. But
I like Viral. Yeah.
Mike, I know you didn't watch it, but does this one sound spooky, scary to you?
Yeah, it's kind of selling me.
Okay. Crystal, what did you think of this one?
I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. It felt definitely a little cliche. As soon as I saw the guy as the baby, I definitely thought of unfortunate fetish videos that people have showed me. So that's exactly what I thought of almost this entire time. So
the adult baby fetish. Yeah, that's a thing. That's the thing.
Oh, I know. I had
the diaper fetish or the diaper fur fetish. That's a whole.
Were you around when they were showing that?
No,
do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I know what you're talking about, but Carl and other podcasts I know also cover those types of things. So I'm
there
very
was
aware.
a group of us one night, and someone wouldn't stop playing it over.
If I didn't watch it there, I definitely seen it somewhere else. By the way, again, cliche derivative. That's like the theme of this episode, I think. The witch was a woman who they took away her baby, so she was gonna come back for babies. That's the plot of Mama. Remember that movie Mama with Jessica Chastain and the bad CGI ghost lady? Do you remember that one?
I heard of it. I didn't see it.
Is that the one Muschietti did before it?
Is it? Hold on. I think Del Toro produced it.
Yeah. Okay, that's it then. Yeah. Yeah, and so like the flute lady in it was based on he was like freaked out by a painting when he was a kid, and so Mama and that flute lady were both based off the same thing.
And Gil, it's Muschietti. It's Italian.
But that okay, go ahead.
No, it's Italian for that's too much spaghetti. We went over this in the Flash review. Me and Frank, who are very Italian, we explained that to everyone. We even explained it to Trisha, who seemed confused at first, even though she speaks fluent Italian. She should know that Muschietti means that's too much spaghetti. But yeah, it was definitely reminded me of Mama.
Is
premise.
this Am I mixing up? We've seen so many movies this month. I can't remember which one is which. Is this the one where they're saying that the lady was the Garden of, or no, that was House of Eden.
That was House of Eden.
Sorry, I just had to say the name of it, and then I realized they're all fucking so similar. I can't keep track of them all.
Oh yeah, I forgot House of Eden had to tie into like the Lilith mythology.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So for the last one, though, I want to know, why was the girl hooked up to like a feeding machine of just milk?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Wasn't turned into a baby?
That was weird.
That was weird. The girl was just randomly wrapped up and force-fed milk nonsense.
Well, that's how they become the baby.
Because
the other girl became the baby real fast.
Yeah, the other girl turns into a baby so much faster.
Oh yeah,
maybe it doesn't take some time, so you have to like force the process.
But the other girl too was just taken the year before, so I'm guessing someone was taken every Halloween by using that trick. So how long was that girl there for?
I don't know.
If the previous girl was the girl in the cheerleading costume.
I don't know. Maybe that girl's lactose intolerant and the witch doesn't know how to deal with it. She just keeps
She's just force feeding her almond milk.
So did the witch have 6 boobs in life, or did she get that when she came back as a demon lady?
Demon lady, 6 boobs. Duh.
Yeah,
when you become a demon lady, you automatically get 6 boobs.
It's true.
That's what happens when you use AI. You end up with 6.
Well, I'm sure everybody paused it and counted, as we all did, of course.
Well, I like how they set it up, because first you see like the pump with like a 6, connection points or whatever.
Yeah.
You're like, what the hell is that?
When I saw that, I'm like, all right, this thing's gonna have udders.
Yeah.
So next up is this one is called Ut Supra Sic Infra.
Yeah, don't say it. Easy there. Don't answer a phone now that you just said it. Come on.
I know. This one is Spanish language. Again, it's directed by Paco Plaza, who did Rec, which of course was remade as Quarantine in America, but the Rec movies were very popular found footage films. This one tells the story of a bunch of kids on Halloween night. Well, actually, it's cops trying to figure out what happened to a bunch of kids on Halloween night, and they have this dude reliving what happened. They went into what I guess was a haunted room that had a black phone.
Yeah.
Is Ethan Hawke on the other side of this phone, Crystal? Is this
the guy who made Black Phone did a Halloween VHS segment in a previous one?
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
I don't know if he did the Halloween one, but he definitely did.
No, not the Halloween one. Yeah.
No. He did the 80s one.
Yeah, 84, I think, right?
Yeah. So he read Ut Supra Sic Infra, which is as above, so below. And then the phone rings and something really bad happens to everyone. And I'm just going to say it now, guys.
Yeah.
This is the worst VHS segment of all time.
Yeah.
Hey, I was the first one to text you about this.
Yes, I know. Everyone gets their eyes ripped out.
Ooh, I don't know if you can show that. It's demonetized.
Graphically.
Skip ahead. They all get pulled into the air by some demonic force, and the eyes get ripped out. And for some reason, this demonic force also possesses him to do it and makes him eat the eyes, I guess.
Oh, God.
So it's an eye.
Why does he eat the eyes if he's just going to spit them up later? And then he's going to eat more eyes. It just doesn't make sense, really, what this demon is up to.
But yeah, this demon,
it's a little confused. Okay, it's a first time demon. Okay, trying to figure out their thing.
It is very confused because it's like you got to read this thing that's upside down and
phone will ring
and answer the phone.
Yeah, but all these other cool demons have their own thing. So, like, what could this demon do?
This demon, if you say a word, if you say a phrase in Spanish on a wall and answer a phone, it can lift you in the air and rip your eyes out. I feel like Six Titty Witch Lady had way better powers.
Yeah.
And this specific demon. I don't know how she got all lucky.
Well, I think kind of the whole bit of VHS with a lot of them is like, it leaves you kind of confused. It leaves a lot to the imagination. And that's what passed it for me on this one. I'm like, wow, it's just another VHS segment. I don't have all the answers in this short amount of time, and I'm just witnessing it.
So was this a win for you, Joey?
It was, until they got sucked to the ceiling and I saw the most graphic eye gouging I've ever seen.
Oh, you saw that? Please don't describe it. I had to look away for that entire entire sequence.
Wait, Joe, can you remind me what exactly happened?
I don't think I want to, man. I had too many magic brownies and I was shaking on the floor.
You know what? I got lucky with the first one because it's so far away, but then the other girls right next to the camera, I'm like, they're gonna just show
my God.
that whole eye coming out.
Everything.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And I just looked away. I did appreciate when the camera was back on the ground, all the bodies just collapsed. That was kind of fun.
That was fun.
Gil,
and I like how it flipped too, and he like walked on the ceiling.
Yeah, that was kind of fun. Gil, was this a win for you, even though it was horrifying for me?
Yeah, I mean, it was okay. I thought I feel like again, it's just kind of you meet some people, and what's the thing that's going to kill them? But I also found this one weird because the whole thing that keeps me watching is what's the crazy thing that's going to happen, and I'm almost like, what's the point in giving me these hints at the beginning so I at least know, well, all of his friends are going to die and their eyes are going to get ripped out and he's going to be the one to do it because clearly there was some kind of possession scenario. So I'm just sort of waiting to see what are the precise mechanics of it. And at that point, it was fun just to see the practical effects of how somebody does this. And it was a little bit creative, the idea that the whole place essentially flips and there's a door up there. So clearly it was sort of built for this. So I kind of liked it for just the magic trick at the end, just seeing the effect.
Okay. Mike, does this one sound super scary? Are you going to watch this one? Are you going to hide your eyes like me?
I don't think I'll hide my eyes, but I think as like the only Hispanic on the show today, I at least got to watch that segment.
True.
Well, these are Spain Spanish. Are you cool with Spain Spanish?
I mean, it's close enough, I guess.
That's like me with those Italians. They're all criminals, Anyway, Crystal, how did you feel about this eye gouging scene? Are you in solidarity with me that it's terrible and it shouldn't have been in the movie?
I think there should have been more. I don't think there was enough. I thought this was pretty good. I thought it was filmed really well compared to a lot of the VHS segments that tend to happen. Acting was good, script was fine. I really enjoyed this one. You knew what was happening, you knew what was going to happen, but like Gil said, it was fun to watch. So I liked it.
It just made me want to watch As Above, So Below, the superior found footage movie.
I didn't watch that. I missed out on a lot of found footage stuff around that time because a lot of it was like, if it was in theaters, a lot of them were terrible.
Yep.
Can we do best found footage and worst found footage movie?
Crystal, that'll be
the goddamn long video.
Like our favorite, our top favorite and our least favorite.
That still is just way too broad. They're making new ones all the time. We've reviewed a lot of them already. Like we've done all the Blair Witches and
people will do like my top 5 favorite movies of all time. They're not like, well, there's so many, it can't be done.
I can't do that. I hate being asked.
You literally did top what? Treehouse Horrors?
Yeah.
Well, you can basically just cut off like
because you stopped watching after 10 years and
every year.
But found footage, Crystal, that's way too broad. They're always making more found footage movies.
Maybe there's one I like that you've never seen. That would be cool. I think it would be an interesting topic. But
and then the video takes off. You update it every year. You say, is it still the best?
Okay, listen. Again, the whole theme of the night. The whole theme of the night, derivative, repetitive. Then we get to the fun size segment,
Jesus,
which is made by Casper Kelly, who's worked on a lot of animated stuff. He wrote for Cat Dog, which I think was underrated. But he also he's the co-creator. He's a co-creator of a lot of things, but he co-created the show Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell on Adult Swim. Has anyone ever watched Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell? Well, Gil, you're dressed like the devil. You would love it. It's basically if hell was like The Office. It's really, really funny, and I feel like no one talks about it. It had 4 seasons. It was hilarious. This movie,
he did
Why
Too Many
keep
Cooks.
it on this image?
You know what's funny? I've never watched Too Many Cooks, and it's been like 12 years, and I'm too afraid to watch it now because I've been out of the loop for so long. I don't even know what it's about.
It might be. You might feel a little bit like you missed the boat. Like this was really funny 10 years ago.
Everyone talked about it, and I said I should probably watch that, and then I forgot, and I just know I feel like it's going to be very dated. Anyway, fun size. A bunch of adults who are way too old to be trick-or-treating are out and about. and they find one house with a giant bowl of giant candy that's shaped oddly, but a sign that says, please only take one candy. They end up taking more than one, and then the fucking candy bowl sucks them into a candy factory dimension.
How about you just talk about the first bite of the candy, the first candy we see?
We're looking at it right now.
Yeah.
Fucking gross. And they meet, I don't know if this guy has a name, Candyman.
Candyman.
His name is Fun Size.
His name is Fun Size. That's all he says.
I don't know, that's what I assumed.
Wait, I thought the short one was Fun Size.
I don't know.
That would make
but
more
all
sense.
They say
But he's
is
king size. He's got the crown. King
Yeah.
size
Oh,
and fun
king
size.
size and fun size.
Yeah.
That would make more sense.
So he brings them to his candy factory dimension and just tortures them, and one by one kills them in some horrifying ways, and then puts them on a conveyor belt to turn into candy. And it's so tongue-in-cheek and funny. There's this subplot where the girl knows her boyfriend's gonna propose to her and she wants to break up with him, and then he finally tries to marry her in the conveyor belt before he gets burned, and she goes, I don't. It's very witty and funny. And yeah, of course they get chopped up and their organs get turned into the candy, which then get repurposed back in the real world. I had so much fun with this one. I didn't really understand what was happening. I don't think I was supposed to. The mascot was just funny looking. It was great. Joey C, how did you, as someone who is fun sized, how did you feel about this?
You know, I appreciate that. I loved the whole scene when they get sucked into the candy bowl. That was so fucking cool.
By the way, that is very Adult Swim, that shitty effect.
You know, it's just, I thought it was gory when the guy goes through the conveyor belt. I didn't think I'd see like graphic body parts being turned into chocolate. That was an interesting experience.
Between this and I think the second episode of Peacemaker, I think this is the most penises that have been on something on our watch list in forever. But keep going.
Yeah, that's fair. This one hit for me in terms of what the fuck am I watching? Which admittedly it's been a while. Probably since last year's during the dog thing. The dog segment that Justin Long did or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the entire time I was like, what the fuck am I looking at? And that alone, I mean, it did its job. It's supposed to be outlandish like that. I fucking loved it. Oh,
yeah.
God.
Gil, how did you feel about Fun Size?
Yeah, I like this one because and going back to what I said before, I feel like so many of these segments are repetitive. You're kind of painting between the lines of there's a weird thing and it kills everyone. So if you're going to paint between those lines, the more creative you can be and the more fun you can have, I think the better off your segment's going to be. And I thought this one was creative and it was really funny. Like even when they find all the candy in the bowl, just the names of the candy. It's like Snippers and probably my favorite one, Fligs and Splips. And then this guy, I love this guy because he says everything with this authoritative tone when they're like, he's like, it looks like a dog. And they're like, well, all candy does. And he's like, it has veins. It's like the delivery is perfect.
Is he the one is he the fiance?
No, he's the pirate.
Oh, okay. I like when the fiance's like, I'm gonna save the day, like being very, very like obvious about everything.
Well, my other favorite part when he dies, and then his girlfriend, she just wants to go up. She's like, I'm just gonna get on the conveyor belt, and they have to like talk her out of it.
She ends up getting the worst at that. Death was really mean.
Oh my God.
Mike, does this one sound spooky, scary? Are you gonna watch this one?
Yeah, it kind of sounds like what you'd imagine, like the kids that happens like Willy Wonka when the kids get like sucked up.
I didn't even make the Willy Wonka coat.
That was where the idea came from. Actually, he was saying that like he was thinking of like a horror version of Willy Wonka, and then he was kind of like he wanted like a chocolate fountain, but like of blood. And he's like, obviously there were budgetary constraints. Which like honestly, my only complaint is that it takes place in a big empty warehouse. It would have been so much more fun if they could have filled it with like you imagine this guy has great like decorating sense. There'd be like weird candy everywhere, but you know it's a low budget. You get it.
Well, I will say, VHS movies in the past have spun off into other films. We talked about it when we did the first VHS, Crystal. There was Siren and Kids versus Aliens. Was there? No, just those two. So I'm actually shocked more of these shorts didn't get turned into movies because some of them would be cool full-length movies. I would watch a 10-hour-long fucking Fun Size movie. That sounds hilarious.
Oh my god, yeah, same here.
Crystal, how did you feel about Fun Size?
The first few minutes, I hated it. I thought it was the dumbest shit, and I was like, oh my god, do I really have to sit and watch this? And then I realized, especially with the pirate guy being that voice and the way he was speaking, I was like, I want to put my head through it while watching this. And then when they got to the candy, and then like he was biting into the candy, and I was like, oh, this is on purpose. Because some of the VHS segments that we watch, it's hard to tell if it's on purpose or not. And then you realize, like, oh no, this is bad on purpose. It's making fun of itself. I thought it was great. I thought it was hilarious and gory and creative. And I'm a little nervous to know what happened to the little kid that got sucked in at the end. Like, did that happen to him? And now is his body parts now candy? Because that's a little creepy.
There's a lot of kid violence in this movie.
Yeah. Sometimes implied, other times not.
I'm glad you mentioned kid violence. So, you know, we had some wacky segments so far.
Yeah.
Next up, the most disturbing.
I don't even want to talk about this.
The most disturbing, like,
so much. This is fucked up.
Upsetting segment of all time. Kid print.
You know, it kind of pissed me off if you read like all these critic reviews about it. Nobody wants to take a stand on it. They're always like, it may go too far for some. And I'm like, what a cop-out statement to make.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
I want to know who it didn't go too far for, because I have a lot of questions for that person.
No, I mean, I'm fine with the segment. It was just the placement was very funny. Because like, so the first few are kind of whatever, and then you get this wacky, totally out of left field kid print, and then you get this very grounded, realistic, dark subject matter, and then it's bookended by another wacky one. I'm like, I'm all
It's
over
also the wraparound story also starts to introduce kids at this point.
Yeah,
like, they start
true.
kicking the fence. And so I don't know if that was planned that way or if it just worked out.
Well, Halloween is like a kid-oriented holiday.
Well, no, but I mean, the movie makes a very clear turn where it's like, we're killing adults. Okay, at this point now, we're going to start killing kids. Like,
well, remember the first segment, it's adults that are being turned into kids. So yeah, there's this whole thing about like kids throughout the whole film, and the dangers of Halloween. But yeah, so this guy, he worries about kids, and he has a service called Kid Print. It's if kids ever go missing, there will be a whole video biography about them where you can find out all their information. This service seems a little weird. Did it seem weird to anyone else?
This is a real thing, though. You know, like it was big in the like late '80s and the early '90s.
That was a real thing.
Like Blockbuster would do it, like all across the nation. You can go to a Blockbuster and they would ask questions just like this. I was reading these old articles like that were published in the early '90s talking about this, and they gave examples. And it was like, "What's your favorite movie?" I like the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah,
it's funny. I like the idea of this. I think it's pretty smart because it does give, you know, updated images and what they were wearing, especially on Halloween and how they looked last minute.
It's so funny.
In case something happens,
Did you guys have a parent that was constantly worried that someone would kidnap you? That was my mom.
Oh yeah, that was my mom.
It is funny now that you look back with statistics and stuff. Like they were all so paranoid of like strangers kidnapping. When you look into like kids who actually get kidnapped, it's usually like a family member or a divorced parent that kidnaps their own kids.
South Florida, it's all about trafficking.
Well,
South Florida is like
there is trafficking, but like
it's a lot of trafficking down here.
A majority of it, though, like a lot of the reports, it's like, yeah, dad's mad that the mom's keeping the kids, so the dad kidnapped the kid. And like we're always told that it's like a stranger, then you find out it's always like family members or someone close to you. That was never brought up to us as a kid. I'm like, I feel like we should have been a little let in that maybe someone we know might try this. But anyway, he has a service. He thinks he's helping. He is a little weird. They make a point to show you that he's like real into Halloween and everything. He's kind of a wacky, quirky guy. But everyone's on edge, including his wife and kids, because there's a killer going around targeting young children and murdering them and then just leaving their bodies like skinned and whatnot.
It is like, it's pretty funny at first. It's so over the top. Every time someone turns on a TV or radio, it's like Olivia was found chopped to pieces over here. And then it's like the parents are so worried. They're like, well, as long as we get the kid print, then you can go out. Then it's okay.
Yeah, it was like, not with this guy. All right. So yeah, the cops ask him for a recent kid's kid print. And he goes back to the office and he finds out that the killer might be coming from within his store. And he has to confront the fact that one of his employees is doing the murders, and it's like horrifying and disturbing, and the killer gets away with it at the end. Joey C, how'd you feel about Kid Print?
Yeah, Tony, I thought it would end up like the Say Cheese or Die Goosebumps thing, where like their soul gets sucked into a camera. I can deal with that.
That would be
I can
great.
understand that. And then, things are moving along. It's kind of creepy. And then it actually shows violence against kids. And I like wanted to turn it off.
Sounds like only your soul got sucked out.
Clearly. This was fucked. If I ever rewatch this movie, I'm fast forwarding it. This did not land with old Joey C.
Use the old Gil 3X trick.
I gotta make sure none of my friends with kids ever watch this. My mom, I talked about this on the show. I think the Lost Boys episode. My mom in the 90s watched that movie Eye for an Eye with Sally Field, where Kiefer Sutherland kills her daughter when she's at home. And for like a year or two, my mom thought someone was going to come and kill us. So I'm just like, whenever I see movies like this, I'm like, I have to make sure every mom I know doesn't watch this so they don't horrify their kids. Gil, how did you feel about Kid Print?
So I'm gonna try and take a nuanced view on it, because I think some of the stuff I mentioned before, I actually do think was funny. I think at first it was playing it over the top, and it wasn't showing any of the violence to the kids. And like the idea of, let me get this Kid Print and then I'll send you out of the house. It's okay. And then this guy just is so full of himself. He's like, I'm the town hero, And if I catch the guy who's killing all those kids on tape, I'll be even more of a hero. Like, I found that hilarious. And the way he just doesn't see, what is everybody so worked up about? And then I don't know why this one particular line cracked me up, but when he first gets back to the store and he hears all these kids screaming, and I think the guy who works there, Bruce, is like watching the tapes of all these kids, and his reaction is, what is this idiot watching back there? And I'm like, is idiot
so
the word?
Oblivious.
I was like,
he takes them so long to figure out what's going on.
So I found it like darkly comedic for the first like few minutes. And then, it's like, there's a taboo in horror where you sort of imply violence to children, but actually showing it, it's just sort of cheating, because it strikes a primal nerve in anybody watching it. And also because most filmmakers don't go there, we haven't been desensitized to it yet. So it's like, congratulations, you freaked everybody out by doing the thing. Yeah, well, I mean,
said yet.
It's funny because, for my 31 days of horror, I did notice, I'm like, every day I kind of went more modern as I got closer to the end of the month. I was like, every time I turn on a movie, I'm watching kids getting slaughtered, and it gets more and more graphic each time. We're moving slowly from implied violence to like fully on screen. So it felt like too cheap and too easy to me. But I thought there was an idea here. Like it was satirical. It was funny until I thought it did go too far.
Yeah. But it's got a very dark ending too, where you're like, "Oh, that poor son of a bitch." And you're
Which
like,
I think that could have been funny if you hadn't seen everything that led up to it, because it's so obviously that guy. And so the fact that he's able to get away with it and then say to the camera, like, I'm going to keep the Kid Print program going, as if in any real world scenario he could do this again and continue to get away with it. It's all so absurd. It wasn't played tongue in cheek enough for me.
It reminded me, like, closest I felt like this was Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer, which is like so disturbing, but he just gets away at the end. Michael Rooker, by the way, who was in Peacemaker. The end of that movie where he just gets away, and then when I was watching Kid Print, I'm like, oh my god, he got away! Oh no, Mike. Does this sound spooky, scary to you? Are you excited to watch?
I am good on this one. I can watch fucked up horror movies. I can watch eye injuries, but I draw the line on kids. I can't.
All right. Well, Crystal, how did you feel about Kid Print? Are you starting your own Kid Print business to save everyone?
Absolutely not. There are a lot of films where kids do get killed and stuff like that, but it's
usually not
different
as
than this.
It's
it's not as graphic, or it's clearly super fake or over the top, like Terrifier's over the top. Or you see it quick. This is like if the kids in Saw, like it happened, like it It was disturbing. It was so disturbing with the kid. And like also you saw the slicing.
Yeah.
Like I thought weapons had slicing. Okay, fine. That was like, ugh. But when it's kids being brutally murdered in a Saw-like fashion, it's like, to me, it reminds me of like Serbian film that I will never watch, just being shock factor for shock factor value. Like there's nothing decent about it.
Even not just the actual violence, but even the scenes where the guy's just like sticking the camera in their face and it's like a 3-year-old, like, please leave me alone.
Yeah.
And like just really selling it. I'm like, this is just gross. Like,
dude, the one where he's like talking about like Nintendo with the kid. He's like, you want to come back to my place and play Nintendo? That's what our parents told us. All the bad guys were going to do to us.
They also said that they would give us free drugs. I'm still waiting.
Yeah,
no one's ever gave me free drugs.
No, our parents totally dropped the ball on that one. It's like, no one's giving away free shit.
No. Well, I always told my parents, if you don't want me taking candy from strangers, give me more candy.
By the way, just look up
drugs. I had a weight problem as a kid.
I just looked up this director. He's a local boy.
Really?
He's watching this right now. He's like, screw you guys.
To make that
grew up in Bryn Mawr, Pennsylvania. That's 40 minutes away from me. I should be his friend.
You should be careful.
No,
he's gonna kiss print you.
Yeah. I think like
can I do kid print the full length movie?
No.
Ew. Oh my god.
Okay, I think make some adjustments to the concept. No. Let's do the fun size movie and then we'll think about this one.
Thank you.
No, but kid print was pretty fucked up. I didn't mind it. Like, I know it really was a little too far for you guys. Gil,
you didn't mind it,
Gil,
Tony?
some of this might go a little too far. But no,
I'm gonna watch it again right now, guys.
Tony, give me another reason why you shouldn't be around children.
It was very disturbing, but like it was meant to be disturbing, and I know it's actors. The kids aren't dead in real life. Like fucking
but
relax.
it hits.
That's the dumbest argument. I saw the same thing. In my comments, somebody was like, actually, I think I saw him in here earlier. You might have been in the chat. The good guy in the story, not the bad guy. Yeah. But he was like, okay, good boy. Does the dog die in this movie? I'm not going to answer that here. And someone's like, hey, good news, boys and girls. Movies aren't real. And I'm like, yeah, but if movies didn't have an emotional impact on you as though they were real, we wouldn't bother to watch them. That's the whole point.
I know. But like the kids he was
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to that guy.
The kids he was killing, we only ever see like 5 seconds of them, and then they die. And I'm like, I didn't have an investment in that thing.
Next, you're going to tell me that wrestling's not real, like that WWE's not real. Like, calm down.
Crystal.
That's true.
I mean, you should know that it wasn't real because you had better seats at WrestleMania than I did, and you would see that.
I did. Did you see anything, Tony, from where you were sitting? Did you see anything?
Except for that one part where the light was shining on our area, blinding all of us. God damn it.
Oh, it blinded everyone. Did you hear the?
Yeah, we were all saying, "Turn the light off."
Turn those lights off. Yeah. It was too bright.
But yeah, kid print, very, very disturbing. Again, if you're a parent, don't let your girlfriend watch this. Skip over this scene. Next up. What is this one called?
Home Hunt.
Home Hunt. This is a story of a dad who puts on a local haunted house, which is something
I love this one.
This is something I would love to do. But no one comes here trick-or-treating. I'm not even decorating this year. I'm gonna leave a bowl of candy out because it's not worth it. No one comes here.
You did something creative last year.
Yeah, last year you had a bunch of shit going.
Last year it was very minimal. The year before
I went something cool.
No, the year before I went all out and just no one came. Like 2 kids came. I'm like, it's just not worth it.
That's wild.
Yeah, I saw you. You're staring out the window. Where are the kids? The kids out there? Yeah, like that creepy warrior. Dude,
guy. I put like an inflatable screen. I project old movies. I try to make it make it fun, and then everyone else on the block turns their lights off, so none of the kids come to this block. Like,
no.
Cool. So this family does something that I would love to do one day, which is a big hunt, but I can't do it here. And we get to see them from the year prior, and they're having a lot of fun. Then it's a year later, and the kid's older now. He's not into it. And he's just begging. The dad's just begging his son to like get excited about it. The mom kind of forces him to go along with their Dr. Mortis House of Horror. they buy stuff for the house and they find this record saying, "Listener beware, he invokes the song of Sam Hain on All Hallows Eve. Let's loose the riders of hell." And
before anybody complains he mispronounced it, in the movie they say Sam Hain.
Yeah,
we all know it's Samhain.
It is funny. I watched Halloween 2 and 3 back to back, 2 nights in a row for the Halloween night at the Mahoning Drive-In. And it's funny because Donald Pleasant says Sam Hain, and then in Halloween 3 the bad guy says it correctly. Like, that's funny.
Yeah.
Like, clearly one knew and the other didn't. So he finds this record and he plays it, and it brings all the decorations and stuff in his haunted house to life. And oh, guys, look away! A kid's being killed by a witch lady. I know that upsets all of you.
We're gonna thread the needle, though. This was really over the top. That she's not begging for her life.
Yeah,
no, she is begging for her life. Look at her. She's being
like
thrown into a cauldron by a green witch.
By a witch, not by like a killer that would actually exist in the real world.
Thank you.
Yeah. By the way, makeup effects are great. You get a cameo. I forgot to get a picture. We get a cameo from makeup effects legend Rick Baker. Just shows up. He gets his head cut off.
Not only that, he inspired the whole idea for this sketch because a couple of friends of his live in the same neighborhood. He puts on home haunts. And so that's kind of what gave them the idea. And then he was like, "You got to put me in it."
That is awesome.
Oh, that is cool as shit.
Because I saw him and I'm just like, wait, that's Rick Baker. What is he doing here? But this one is fun. This is a fun one that would be a big movie. Actually, Logan was telling me apparently Netflix had a kids movie that was like a kid version of this, The Curse of Bridge Hollow, where decorations come to life. This is like the R-rated version of that. But I would like to see a full movie like this where all the decorations come to life. Because this is, for me, this is like a test reel for that movie. I had a lot of fun with this one. Especially the end where the witch, the very generic green witch, just comes to life and is just flying around with the camera, just knocking people over and stuff. It was
more than that, she's ripping people's heads off and
blocking people up.
She knocked a couple of people over, I think. She really ruined their night.
Joey Segal, what did you think of Home Hunt?
Well, I was so fucked up from the last insert that this one I was like just trying to get back into enjoyment of this movie that it really like fucked with me. I was still thinking about the last one. I could not enjoy this one, and I honestly think I need to rewatch it because I was so tainted from the last one that this one just felt like at this point I'm over the movie. I'm like, all right, the movie's done. It's almost 2 hours, which is one of the longer VHS movies. I'm out of here. So just finish it up. I just thought it was way too generic.
I was picturing Joey's like, I'm going to try watching this Home Hunt again. And then he accidentally watches Kid Print again. He's like, no!
I'm like, fuck!
Joey, I would watch this by itself. Watch this one by itself.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Yeah.
Because I was not having fun at this point.
Gil, how did you feel about Home Hunt?
This was easily my favorite one. Maybe Fun Size is right behind it. But it was the most Halloween of all of them. Literally all the decorations come into life. And not only that, this is the only one where the characters actually fight back against the monsters. So there's some degree of like, I don't know what's going to happen. Like, are they going to get out? Are they not going to get out? And it was just in terms of the magic tricks, like in the some of the other ones, it's usually building up to one big thing at the end. But here, it's like each room reveals another fun effect that they unveil. So it was just such a fun one to end on, and favorite one in the bunch.
Nice. Mike, does this one sound spooky, scary? Are you excited to see this one?
This one seems fun. This one seems like it's worth checking out more than the fucking...
I'll give you the time code to skip to once Kid Print starts. Crystal, how did you feel about Home Hunt?
I love this one. I thought it was great. I think it was filmed really well. I think the acting was great. I honestly, it almost took me out of the VHS world because I thought it was so well done. I think the story was really, really cool. The premise, everything about this, I loved. Everything about it.
Nice. Yeah, it was a good one to end on. Well, the ending was the phantasm thing, but it was a good one to end on. Overall, it gets a while to get going, this one. And some of them are a little derivative. The framing device, the first two segments are kind of whatever. Once you get to Fun Size, That's when the fun really starts. I mean, kid print in the middle.
Yeah,
but
there
no,
was two. There was two good ones.
Yeah.
No, I
They're
honestly
kind of dancing around like it takes a little while to get going, and then it goes for a little, then it kind of stops, and then it goes for
no, but you get fun size, kid print, and home hunt. I think make the whole thing worth it.
Take out that middle part, please. Just great.
Well, it's effective. It's at least look. I know it's effective, but like it works. It's not bad. The first segment again just feels like a couple previous segments strung together. But
you
no.
see how sometimes he gives benefit of the doubt. It's on purpose, and then he'll just randomly just turn on a movie. It's derivative. I've seen this before.
I don't know. It's all about the execution, Gil. Sometimes something derivative can be good, and I enjoy it.
You know what it is? It's that he's Wario tonight. If he was Mario, we'd be getting some like more logical.
God damn it, I did this the whole time without wearing the gloves. I knew something was off. I was so
you're
worried.
Wario. I had no idea.
I was so worried about the mustache not being on right. Guys, I looked like an idiot this whole stream until now.
I didn't know who you were, Tony.
I wasn't really selling the costume because the gloves weren't on.
That's true. I didn't even know you had gloves.
Also, it's a little inaccurate. I couldn't get purple overalls in time. And I don't think Wario wears a lidocaine pouch because he slept weird. Anyway, overall, I enjoyed VHS Halloween. I really am rewatching the VHS movies less and the newer ones. I rewatch them less and less. The first like 4 I watch pretty often. I really enjoy them. But yeah, I probably should binge them at some. What number is this? This is like 8, right?
8, yeah. I think this is 8, yeah.
I love that it's become an annual release. Like even if they're hit or miss, it's just you never know what you're gonna get. It's such a fun thing to look forward to.
And because it is anthology, I mean, it could get stale if the stories end up sucking. But it's not like Saul used to come out every Halloween or these franchises that are all Halloween. It's like, okay, how many times are we gonna watch the same shit over and over again?
Yeah. Well, it's like every franchise wants to do this. John Carpenter, it's like Halloween's going to be an anthology. Sean Cunningham, Friday the 13th anthology. And the studio's like, no, we like making money. So, but VHS, they're doing it. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, that's it for the review segment of the show. Let's talk to our patrons who are all in costume. First up, Lucha Steve. Hello, Lucha.
Hello, everybody. How are you?
I'm doing great. Of course, your dress is the late Bray Wyatt, the Fiend.
Yay! R.I.P.
Lucha Steve, what did you like the most on this list? What do you want to talk about?
Okay, I liked Peacemaker the most, but
okay,
I kind of wanted to talk about Black Phone.
Oh, Black Mirror, that Netflix show. I've never watched it. Let's talk about it. All right, how did you
choose your own adventure? It all connects.
So, Black Phone 2. We're all kind of mixed on it. Where did you land on Black Phone 2?
I land on the positive side. I actually quite like it.
Thank
Smart
you.
man.
I agree. Crystal is wrong. I agree. Thank you for saying that. Keep going.
The main reason I wanted to talk about Black Phone 2 is because I wanted to thank Gil. I'm pointing at Gil right now.
Okay.
I watched his Black Phone video, and it made me realize how much I liked the kids in the first movie. Like how I thought they were really well written and well performed. And so, because of that video, it reminded me of that when I watched Black Phone 2. Like watching like that first 20 minutes, I was like, wow, I actually kind of miss these kids, and it's kind of cool to see them progress and get older. The 80s dialogue was kind of cringy, but other than that, I enjoyed it.
For me, it was really cringy at one part. It's when Ernesto was driving by and she just hit him with 3 80s slang terms in a row. Yeah. Other than that, I thought it was okay.
But then I liked how they would show his dad, and his dad's trying to be a better person now. He's not drinking anymore. So I
like the growth with the dad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I liked kind of seeing the characters progress over these last few years. I like how Finney is completely destroyed from his being kidnapped by the grabber, and then I get it. The rest of the movie is pretty silly, but I enjoyed it. I really liked how the Mexican guy, I can't remember his name, the Mexican guy from Hateful Eight and Alien Covenant.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I liked his.
Yeah, I really like how after the other characters saw clear supernatural stuff, and they start giving him like very like clear, like, oh yeah, I was kidnapped by the Grabber, and oh, our mom used to work here, and then so did the Grabber, and he's just like, okay, yeah, I believe you. Let's go solve this thing.
My favorite part when they're talking to him, and he's saying how, I've been looking for those kids' bodies every day, weather permitting. I'm like, you didn't have to throw in that last part. Like, we trusted you. We're not like, whoa, you're looking for their bodies every day? Really? What if there was a blizzard outside?
I do think it's funny too that they're like, oh, the cops wouldn't have checked the lake because of the blizzard, and it's like they didn't check the lake in the spring.
Yeah, wait, it's not always under ice. You can go back there.
Did you also notice, by the way, that the phone call with the mom at the beginning, which seemed like it was setting something up, like the mom's dreaming of numbers, she's dreaming of letters, all of that was completely pointless. Because like they figure out the guy's name, and then she's like, that's like my dream. And like, okay. It was the letters in my dreams. Like, well, we already knew it was him, so it's okay, thank you. That's great.
Yeah. It was really just because they had that weird setup of like, oh, we don't remember past counselors' names. We have nicknames for them. So it's like it pretty much just added the mystery. It added a mystery to something we already know it's the Grabber.
Right.
Well, I did it for a minute. I'm like, oh, is the Grabber able to like go into other serial killers? Is that how he's gonna get them? I wasn't
probably going to be the next one.
Yeah, but I thought they were going to do that for this one when they said they had a creative way for him to come back. Instead, he's like, I'm Freddy Krueger. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I could see Ethan Hawke doing more of these just purely because it's like, I want to have money so I can go do Richard Linklater movies that don't pay me anything. But he gives it his all. I don't think he's like sleepwalking. I actually really like Ethan Hawke as the Grabber.
I love Ethan Hawke.
Yeah. The Grabber is not like a great character, but it's just I like seeing Ethan Hawke as this character.
I know people would hate me for this, but I'm like, I like the characters Finney and Gwen. I would follow them on a different supernatural adventure.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
I mean, she's in tune with the spiritual world. Like, there's no reason to think it wouldn't happen again when some other ghosts need help. I'd follow them.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind
talking about like them being like a Conjuring family kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Crystal,
the Black Phone verse.
By the way, we all called it. They're doing Conjuring prequels now, which I guess with those two young actors from the beginning of Conjuring 4, we're gonna get a bunch of Conjuring prequels.
Don't say it like that. Like, the movies made a lot of money. People are enjoying them.
So I know, like, but when they introduced like the younger versions of them, I think we were all kind of like, okay.
Well, and then he's like, we've had thousands of cases. You've only seen a few of them.
Yep, and they're all real.
I wouldn't hate that.
I don't hate it.
I think you can go down a really cool direction with that.
I also think too, I thought about this a couple days ago. I think if like these movies start like kind of like if the Conjuring movies kind of start bombing, they're just be like, all right, we have it. We're doing an Amityville movie. Get the Amityville prequel out now. Like they've been waiting to use that one.
Also, someone said Ed Warren. I think I read somewhere Ed Warren cheated on Lorraine. Is that going to be in any of the movies? You think?
It could.
I mean, the movies are so accurate in every other respect.
Demon made me do it. That lady was
who's making the movie is really the question. I think any one of these could be. It's a ghost story. It could be a great movie.
The Lucius Steve, I'm shocked that you like Black Phone 2 because it showed a little kid get his head ripped off in a window, and I'm being told after VHS Halloween that's the worst thing in the world, but no one commented on it in the Black Phone 2 segment.
I don't mind that. I can see little kids being killed.
So you love Kid Print. There you go. You think Crystal's wrong and you love Kid Print.
Speaking of VHS, Lucius Steve, you had a pretty interesting fact that you found out about VHS.
Share it.
Oh, the AI thing?
Yeah, what was that?
So I watched Deadbeat's podcast on the episode, and apparently like they're kind of like friendly with the director, and the director like wanted to get it out that like they kind of found out after the fact it was AI, and it was apparently someone who was working like on the set. They just got like a picture from a folder, and I guess they're stupid and didn't realize it was obviously AI and put it there, and then the director didn't find out until like after the movie came out.
Okay, are we gonna have to hear?
That's the story. I don't know if that's.
Are we going to have to hear people bitch about this for the next few years, like Late Night with the Devil?
I think there's a difference between Coochie Coochie Coo and Late Night with the Devil.
Yeah.
Wait, or it's just with Late Night with the Devil?
The little title cards the little cartoon title cards were AI generated, and people are still
Partly.
people forget that like 2022 we were all using AI because it was new and fun.
Yeah.
And then movies came out afterwards when everyone decided it was bad, and
it's on screen for 2.3 seconds, and they were like, "Oh, this could be interesting to
Dude,
try."
I'm glad people are finally calling out horror Twitter for being overly emotional and just freaking out. Like today with Scream 7, I'm so glad John Squires finally went out. Like the editor-in-chief of Bloody Disgusting. He's just calling out everyone. Like people are excited for Scream 7. Some people are boycotting it. He's like, I'm fine if you boycott it. That's fine. You have your reasons, but like, they're like, and we have
boycotting
because they fired the actress from the previous 2 movies.
There's a lot of big stuff with that.
Crystal, where have you been the last?
Of course, the way to get back at them is to spoil the movie for me. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because they're going out of their way to try and spoil it for people.
Early on, the lead actress in the last 2 Scream movies said something like pro-Palestine, and for whatever reason, Spyglass thought it was anti-Semitic, and they misunderstood where the public opinion was going to go, so they fired her and they pat themselves on the back. And since then, everyone's like, "You shouldn't have fired her. What she said wasn't that bad." And there's been a whole campaign to bring her back. But now it's like everyone's like, "That's kind of fucked up. I wish they didn't do that." But I'll still check out the new movie. Crazy people who I thought were all on Blue Sky, but apparently they're coming back to Twitter, are like, "We're going to spoil the movie for you and ruin it and call you a bad person for wanting to see this." Is like, what? Not everyone's terminally online, you asshole. But seeing like Bloody Disgusting finally coming out, being like, "You guys need to fucking chill. You all sound like psychopaths." I'm like, thank you. Horror Twitter is way too sensitive.
Just to
I
be
am
clear,
so happy I didn't hear about any of that.
the AI thing in Coochie Coochie Coo. I'm not like, burn that movie down. I just found it distracting. That's all.
Yeah.
It really
Now
stood
that I
out,
know it's
especially
AI,
in like a horror atmosphere. It's just very distracting.
It looks bad, and like all you should really do is like, "Hey, don't do that again. That looked bad."
Yeah.
But yeah, no, because I just wanted to defend it because I was just like, there were a couple artists recently that had to like come out and like show like layer by layer the images they made. Because everyone's like, looks like AI. And they're like, no, what was it? That new movie that they spent years doing like the miniature effects for. The trailer came out, and because so many AI trailers steal from real trailers, everyone thought it was an AI thing. And the director's like, I've been handcrafting this for years. What the fuck?
I also think like people don't necessarily know. People use the term as like a blanket term. So like they're talking about de-aging somebody in a movie. And they're like, they're going to use AI? And I'm like, they're definitely going to use computers, and they're probably going to use like some degree of machine learning. Like somebody's not going into every single frame of the movie and like painting over the person's face. So I'm not saying you have to be okay with it, but it's not the same thing as like whole cloth AI generating something.
Yeah, which is also, by the way, this is another both sides. The people complain too much, annoy me, but the people are like, look at this, Hollywood is done. And then they put an AI clip that looks like total fucking dog shit. Like the animation is changing styles between shots, or the characters are looking off at random places. Like, woke is over. I'm like, with this shitty AI video, this looks terrible.
Yeah, someone did that with a game, and it was like a first-person shooter game. And
Oh,
like,
it
they
looks
ran
so
to a train station, and the train just comes on the
generating.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying there won't be a world where you could use it ethically and like work around it and stuff, but the people are like, yeah, I did this prompt and it looks like shit. Isn't it cool? I'm like, no, it looks like the worst thing in the world. So, like, you're going way too hard. It reminds me of the 90s. Where everyone using CGI was like, it's going to look just like Jurassic Park. It's like, no, you look like Spawn. You don't look like Jurassic Park. You look fucking terrible.
There are some AI videos, though, that you can't tell almost.
We're going to...
Like on TikTok and stuff like that, there are so many videos that people are actually believing it's real. Like the majority, and you're like, wait, no, this is AI because this didn't happen.
We've spent 20-something years dealing with old people not knowing Photoshop. Eventually, everyone caught on. No, I'm saying
this is like a younger generation, like everyone.
I know, but everyone will eventually learn. Whenever this technology comes out, everyone believes everything. Like I believed a couple AI things, but you got to like train yourself.
Will Smith really ate that spaghetti.
He really did.
Like a maniac.
But like the one with the bunnies, do you see that one with the bunnies jumping on the trampoline?
Yeah, that was fake.
That was like,
I've seen enough now where I'm like, that's fake.
What, the TSA agents too, when they were like, the government's on like is shut down and the TSA is just letting everyone through the airport. Almost most of the comments were like, yeah, I was just at the airport. It looked like that. And it's like, what are you
a lot of
talking
comments
about?
are also bots. We live in hell.
Oh yeah, there's that. You are 1,000%.
You know, though,
yes.
Oh,
these
well,
people,
we mentioned living in hell and Space Cat showed up. Keep talking.
the alarmists, the people pushing back, they could be the ones that save us from Skynet. Like we sheep, we're going along with it. What's the big deal? That's how it starts.
Give the nuclear codes. By the way, I went to grab Space Cat, but she's going to the backpack that she now claimed as her bed. I can't move this backpack. It's the only thing other than one chair that she will sleep on for hours and not bother me. It's great. Anyway, Lucha Steve, any other movies you want to talk about real quick before we move on to our next patron?
I'll be quick. I just wanted to do a funny thing.
Okay.
I like Peacemaker so much that I have both a Superman toy and a Rick Flag Senior toy.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. It's Crossbones. I get it.
Nice.
Are there any toys from him from the movie Skyline 2? Did they make toys of him in that?
No. That would be cool, though. I actually kind of like that movie.
I can't believe they made a sequel to Sky. Okay, Lucha, see, we might have to talk about Skyline one day. All right, I'm going to let you go. Thank you for being a patron and a huge fan.
Thanks,
I
love you.
Thanks for shouting out my black phone video. He can still hear me, so it's not awkward that he signed off.
Something's going on with Ren on the shave. His camera went away and now it's frozen. We're going to have him fix that. I'll keep an eye on that. Okay. The chat that I didn't read earlier.
On purpose.
Fior Grimaldi for $10 says, Crystal, did you miss me and my super chats? Heart eyes emoji, heart eyes emoji, heart eyes emoji. It's all right if you did or didn't. I've been busy with my life, so here's all my love I give to you tonight.
That's
Thank you
nice.
so much. I did miss you in your super chats, and unfortunately, that $10 though goes to Tony. Not.
What are you talking about? I share all my super chats with all of you.
Naturally.
You didn't even believe yourself when you said it.
Obviously, it's just you guys. Obviously, it's just you guys.
Of course.
You couldn't hear us right now, right?
Oh no! What did you say?
Okay. That would have been pretty bad.
Okay, I've been with you guys for like what? It's been over 5 years. Not a single. I think I lost money. I totally lost money.
Oh, fuck you.
Gas money and all. No flights. Like,
shut up. All right. Next up, Renan, the furry guy, in costume. Oh, there we go.
Hello. Hey, how's it going?
How's it going? I see here that you saw nothing and you just wanted to say Happy Halloween. What a great Halloween costume. What are you?
I'm an adult Bluey fan who doesn't have kids. Hello. Hey, Bandit's my favorite character. I think he's really cool, and I can relate to him. If I was dad, I'd relate to Bandit. You know what I mean?
It's a very specific costume, Renan.
Yeah.
Well, last time I wore my Vermont costume, you were like, no, YouTube doesn't like that. I'm like, well, come on,
yeah, YouTube doesn't like German soldier recreation costumes. They proud of
Oh my god.
Shocker.
Well, I hope you have a happy Halloween, Renan.
Yep.
And remind me again.
I was gonna show my black cat here for Halloween, but he keeps jumping off my lap. So I don't know.
Oh, there she is. She's back on the.
Where's mine?
She's
Bobby.
Gil, you want to find your cat? We're all looking for cats now.
You just reminded me. I am going to be cat sitting in about a week, and I'm excited. This is a cat I've cat sat before that actually turned me into a fan of cats because I want to say I think cat owners are horrible at selling cats. They're always complaining about them, and then when they talk about the positives, they're like, "Well, they give subtle signs of affection if they make eye contact with you and blink slowly." But me and this cat, I mean, maybe I just have the magic, like, we bonded like crazy. We had a great routine every morning at like 7 a.m. I get on the couch. She'd sit and purr in my lap for 10 minutes. They show affection. Just cat owners, for some reason, want to keep it like a secret or something.
Well, Gil, to be fair, you talk to me a lot, and I have the worst cat. So
it's not just you, though. I had one friend who complained to me every day about his cat. Cat passes away. He has a big celebration. And I don't see him for a few years. I go to visit him. We're hanging out. All of a sudden, a cat jumps in my lap. And he's like, I hate that thing. And I'm like, why did you get another one?
Actually, Crystal.
This one gives me hugs. Are you kidding me?
The last episode,
he's literally the best.
The last episode, I got a comment. It's like, why do you even have a cat? I'm like, again, new people. I didn't want this cat. I'm like, not my cat. Anyway, Renan, I hope you have a great Halloween.
Goodbye. Saying hello.
See you, Renan.
What? So hello. Goodbye.
Yeah, see, I'm the farthest thing from a pet fan, but when I moved in with the girlfriend, she had a cat. Somehow I'm stuck with one, and the cat fucking loves me. I can't stand the cat. She follows me around. I sleep. She lays on my chest. Like, my girlfriend has to take her off of me because I'll freak out if I wake up and the cat's on.
See, that's nice. My cat just screams at me. That's why I leave the backpack.
This one legit follows me around the house.
The cat doesn't like me down here. She screams. That
sounds great to me. I love that.
Yeah.
My dad, it's like a catchphrase for my dad. We always call him, get away. That's what he always says to our dog. I'm like, he loves you. Like,
dogs and all of a sudden I'll be in the bathroom, she's scratching at the door. I'm like, bro,
that's a good thing. So cats do that because they want to protect you. It's like a protection thing. If you're in the bathroom because they know you're vulnerable.
Oh
yeah, they actually want to protect you.
The apartment. When I was in the apartment, I used to take baths, and cats don't understand baths. They're like, but I hate being in there. Why are you in there?
He's dying.
So I'd be like, let me relax. It's been a week. Let me just have a nice warm bath. And I lay there and I hear, ah! And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, this is not relaxing. But that's literally why I left the backpack, because she usually sits at the top of the stairs or comes down to scream to let me know she doesn't want me down here. And since she decided that's her bed, she's actually quiet all day long. And I'm like, this is so nice. I'm like, I'm just leaving it for her forever. It's your bed.
Hopefully there's nothing you need from that backpack, because you're not coming back.
I needed a new backpack anyway. So I'm just, because I know if I get her a cat bed again, she's just going to ignore it. She hated her cat bed, but for some reason the backpack didn't. Anyway, let's get back into super chats here. This is going too long.
Yes.
Dylan Woodby for $9.99. Inspectors walk so House of Eden could run.
He got the name wrong. It's close. Spectre Inspectors. But yes, we did walk so House on Eden could run.
No, Joey, you mean I can't understand this super chat. Maybe you need to clarify with another one.
Yeah. Come on, Joey.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. If you haven't seen my short film Spectre Inspectors, go watch that. It's on my channel.
Do it.
It's another ghost hunting movie.
Ooh, not enough of those. We need more of those. Kiryu Pilot for $370. Or God, I did it again. Kiryu Pilot $379 for $9.99. End of Swamp Thing. Villain chains a Swamp Thing in a dungeon and uses him to make serum that turns him into a hairy animal monster that has a climactic fight with melee weapons outside a mansion. Guess that is similar.
That is very similar.
ASC presents for $2. Are you going number 2? Invite me. Number 2. Monster Mania. Tony said, Mint, you could have forked up the $5, Mint. You hijacked my birthday stream and you can't. God damn it.
Do you support Mint on her spicy stuff?
No, that's.
I do.
That's sinful and abhorrent. I would never.
Who said sinful?
Gil made me do it.
Yeah, if you want to come out, I'll send you the dates. Mint has a birthday in 2 days.
Oh my God, I have a birthday in a week.
Well, happy birthday, everybody.
When's your birthday, Joey?
November 7th. The big 30.
Okay.
Whoa,
anyway,
whoa.
November 7th, you say, and Mint is November 1st. That's amazing. That's really great. Mike, when's your birthday?
April.
Well, you know what? Happy early birthday, Mike. Gil, I missed your birthday again this year, but can I just say happy birthday again?
Same.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, guys.
That's really great. And again,
I'll see you in hell.
My birthday was only a little bit more than a month ago. I mean, if you want to give, since I didn't get to have a birthday episode, if everyone wants to say happy birthday to me right now,
happy birthday, Tony.
Thank you.
I'm driving through a tunnel here.
Yep. Hi, Crystal. How are you? Tuck for $4.99. Sadly, you didn't review a Meatloaf movie, but there's still hope. Next year is the anniversary of Shock Treatment. The Rocky Horror remake.
Fuck yeah.
Wait.
Oh, is he talking about the Glee episode where they got a bunch of the original actors to come back in Rocky Horror?
Well, no, I think they're talking about.
No, I think there was an actual
one. Yeah,
they did like a live one.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a live one.
There was like a really bad one.
Grease and all that shit.
It was
yeah,
good.
Rocky Horror
treatment rocks.
I actually just did the actually not just months ago. I did the double feature at the drive-in for Shock Treatment and Rocky Horror.
That's awesome.
Oh my god, the man song in Shock Treatment is awesome. Joey, can you say the last line of that song really loud?
No, I think I'll skip that one. Oh, my internet's going out. Oh god.
I just forget how the song ends. Can you say it?
No, I have a family. Please don't make me do this. I can't.
It was funny. Someone I was with, I was singing the man because that song is awesome. I kind of want to use it for Boys Month. I was singing the man song in the car, and then I stopped and I pointed at them like, say the last part. She's like, no,
no, won't do it.
Rocky Horror, because it's turning 40, was supposed to be this year's Halloween episode, but I wanted to like have everyone dressed up and everything, and I just couldn't organize it. There was too much going on.
Wait, one of my literal favorite movies.
Okay,
I've loved it since I was in 7th grade.
Crystal, it's not going to stop being relevant anytime soon. It's been 40 years. We can do it whenever. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with this person.
Hell yeah, say it louder for those in the back.
Stuff Licky Gamaz for $1.99. Tony owes me and Crystal a dinner. You know what's funny? I drove past Johanna's new place today, and how funny it would be if I just stole her 12-foot skeleton off her but like just ratchet strapped it to the top of my Scion and just drove off her skeleton. I'm gonna steal your skeleton, Johanna. Joe Panaccio. Hey, Joe, for $10. Love the costumes. Is there a go-to movie or movies that you watch every spooky season? You're gonna have to watch Gil's video tomorrow for the answer.
Yeah,
we answer that exact question.
But honestly, a lot of the same ones. Halloween.
They gotta watch my video. What are you doing?
I will say, going forward, I'm gonna watch the Universal ones more because the twins are now in love with Dracula and Frankenstein and the Wolfman. Did I tell the story on the stream or before stream? Did I tell the story of the twins reacting to my shaved face?
No.
That was before.
Yeah, it was before stream, I think.
Shit, Crystal, I gotta send you the video. Don showed the I'm sorry, who's Don? I don't know who Don is. Oh wait, no. Don is their dad, who's not Prison Mike, different guy.
Yeah.
He showed them the picture of my shaved face, and he's asking who is it, and they guessed my cousin's kid, Frankenstein, and a werewolf. At no point did they guess Uncle Tony, a guy they see every week. And then when they're told it is me, they look shocked and horrified.
Yeah, dude.
Like one does the double take, like what? No. And then I FaceTimed them before the show, and they told me they didn't like how I looked. I like that
they're honest.
I love those girls more than anything. And they're like, I don't like your face. I'm like, you
keep it.
I guess it's a girl theme. Like they just don't like your face.
A lady said I looked like Hugh Jackman.
Hey,
that's really.
Huh.
She might have been drunk.
Didn't have the reaction I thought she would have when I said I looked like Hugh Jackman. I showed someone else a picture of me in college, and they said I looked like a young Paul Rudd. I'm like, my response was, if I looked like any Paul Rudd, my life would be so much better. That's a lie. Stop lying to me. Dylan, I'm not lying, but I'll send the screenshot. God damn you, Crystal. Someone said I look like Hugh Jackman, and I did have that Wolverine outfit. Okay. Dylan would be for $9.99.
Which, like, I don't understand.
Dylan would be for $9.99, $10 for Hack the Movies Assistant Fund. That's not $10. That's $9.99. And YouTube takes a cut.
If you invest that money in 2 years, it'll be $10.
That's right.
That's true.
You actually might lose that, to be honest.
Get away, Tony. Invest.
No, hey, my investments
are making a comeback. I swear.
Listen, Gil. my days of just buying whatever are done. Now I buy very safe index ETFs, and they're all going up.
Wario costumes. They're going to be worth a lot one day.
This is a write-off. This is a write-off. Also, my sister decided on the theme. I had no choice.
Wait, I wore this in 2 videos now. That's a tax write-off, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. It was a tax write-off the first video.
Buy myself something nice.
My taxes were a lot better this year than they were last year. They came very late, which was annoying, but
so you can write stuff off?
Well, yeah, that was a fun fact for everyone behind. The reason last year was so rough is that I didn't know what I was allowed to write off.
Idiot.
The first year doing this. And by the way, I didn't write off a lot of stuff because I just had a bunch of equipment, and my lady's like, "Hey, do you have anything else you can write off?" I'm like, "No." She's like, "All right, well, this is what you owe," and I'm like, "Oh no!"
Say that in the
and my favorite was when she's like, "Have you been paying throughout the year?" I'm like, "You could do that?" And she's like, "Oh no, this year was a lot better." This year,
you know what you can write off, Tony? You can write off Johanna and I's dinner.
That is connection in Florida.
That was useful advice.
Big,
the dinner. I get it. Yeah.
ASC presents for $5. But God damn it, man! For $5, put this toward paying.
And it's a tax write-off, bitch.
Oh, Matthew Lillard's voice is in the end of the Scream 7 trailer. So if he is Ghostface, I still think that I was right. Matthew Lillard was technically in Scream 5.
Oh, shut up.
But I guess he wasn't Ghostface. We're triple or nothing. We're tripling down.
No,
I bet you he will be Ghostface in the new movie.
No, we're not.
I know the answer to this question, and I won't say anything.
No, don't say anything. If I had to guess, because they said a bunch of the other old killers are back, I'm like, they're either going to do a flashback to when Roman told Billy and Stu about Sydney's mom, and we're going to get them de-aged, or it's just going to be a dream sequence.
I hope they don't use AI to de-age them. Oh, God.
All right. That, I believe, is it from us. Get last-minute super chats in. Joey C., what do you got coming up on the channel?
Well, I just did a couple of restaurant reviews. You can check that out.
Local ones? You're supporting the community? Where can I go to these restaurants?
Yeah, Montgomery and San Andreas that released in 2004. Other than that, next week I have a video coming out. Can I beat SmackDown Here Comes the Pain with the weakest wrestler, which happens to be the fabulous Rico. So keep your eye out for that. Maybe some Steven Seagal content coming as well.
Nice. Rico is in Here Comes the Pain. I love Here Comes the Pain.
Yeah,
that is
dude,
the
best game ever.
Gil.
Tomorrow brings the grand finale to Month of Terror.
Yeah.
31 reviews, 31 days, 31 days of whatever it is. But it ends tomorrow with an epic review of the most Halloween-y movie ever made, Trick or Treat. And there might be some Hack the Movies cameos in there. And this whole month has secretly been a backdoor pilot for a new direction for One Take. So these videos I've been doing going forward, essentially, I'm going to keep doing them on a weekly basis. What? Timelines, I'm still going to do them. They bring in.
I was going to say, I was like, oh no, Gil, you got to keep doing those.
Timelines are now supplemental to One Take, which are the videos that have been going on all month.
Cool. Crystal, what do you got?
I'm gonna film a segment really quick for Gil's thing after this. That's all I got.
Are you gonna break some twigs and possess some kids later?
Not kids.
That's a weapons joke. God.
I know, but after all the talk of the kids, I also that would be murdered by a lot of kids. Like that looked vicious. I'm gonna Yeah, I got other things to possess.
Okay, where can we follow you if we want to see your Halloween costume?
I don't know what I'm being for Halloween yet.
Oh my God, just Instagram. Just say your Instagram handle. 5 years. Come on.
31 reviews. 31 nights.
Yeah, follow me on Instagram and Twitter/X, Crystal Quinn. I don't know.
Thank you.
You can see me on this channel, whatever.
Bearded Outlaw, where can we follow you?
Bearded Outlaw on everything, Twitter, Instagram.
Nice. And one day we're gonna take another picture that doesn't have the sun.
Yeah, I know. I blame that on my buddy.
We have one picture together, and it's his profile picture, I think, on Twitter, and it's mostly just the sun glaring in through the window.
I gotta get a new one.
If I ever go back out there, we'll rent a studio. We'll take some beautiful headshots together.
There you go.
It'll be great.
Did J.J. Abrams take that picture?
Are there any other Detroit horror conventions coming up or something we can look into?
No, we got Astronomical comes out main one. They got Motor City, but that one's like next month.
No. When's the next Astronomicon? Did they announce that? I should go to that.
Yeah, they announced it. I think it's. Let's see.
We'll look that up. If you want to see me, I'll be at Monster Mania, even though I thought I wasn't going to be, but I'm going to be there.
Wish I knew you were going to go. I would have bought a ticket, but it's cool.
I literally found out Monday. Okay.
By the way, Tony, all this stalling and dragging out the ending here, it worked. You got another super chat.
Oh,
because he missed super chats apparently.
I've been scrolling though.
You're making people.
I don't think you missed one.
Oh wait. Oh my God.
He did?
No, I
in
did.
Between Dylan.
Yeah. Sorry, you're right. You skipped my super chats. No, I did. How did I?
Literally $15 right there, Tony. And you're making him pay another $2 to get you to pay attention to him.
Were those not there like a few minutes ago?
No, I think you're just an idiot.
I don't even see that one.
Oh, I did see this one earlier.
Okay, for $9.99. Kiryu Violet didn't like this VHS. Coochie Coo was good. So was the Haunted Funhouse. But Fun Size looked fun at first, but the acting was terrible, and so was the humor.
Yeah,
the AV store went way too far with the kids.
I'm gonna pull a Tony. I thought it was on purpose. I don't want to defend it though. It's okay.
Tony, $4.99. Tony could have made a better short with better writing and acting than Fun Size. I liked Fun Size.
Yeah, Fun Size.
When are you gonna make a movie? When are we gonna make a YouTube video movie?
He's not drunk. It's a YouTube movie, a YouTube video movie.
Fucking Crystal, shut up. Maybe I'm doing that.
I mean, like as of Hack'em.
Like a Hack the Movies production.
Oh my God,
all in it.
It's gonna knock everything down.
Fuck.
A found footage horror that starts with this live stream, and then I'm like, Joey, there's a weird figure behind you. Oh no.
Why did the demon let a camera record it? Oh, what was that? Sorry, in Shelby Oaks, when they go to that other place, there's like a different demon that closes the door. We never found out what that thing was.
That wasn't it the one that
No, that wasn't the dog.
Was it the convenience store? Wait, House on Eves? Wait, Shelby Oaks.
No. Shelby Oaks. In the beginning, there's like a different demon that. Anyway, forget it. We'll talk about it later. Your pretty face is going to hell.
Showed up.
Your pretty face is going to hell is apparently on something called Sling TV for free. Everyone watch that. Fun Size was fun. Okay, I got everyone. 31 super chats, 31 nights of horror.
I still have to go edit this video for tomorrow.
Okay, that is it from us. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.
See you in hell.
Goodbye.
Happy Halloween.
See you in Christmas time. Yay.